young and the restless, the bold and the beautiful, As the World Turns, and Guiding Light will not be seen today, but all of your favorite shows will continue on Monday.
And happy holidays and welcome to the CBS All-American Thanksgiving Parade. I'm Jim Nance, and joining me here at Columbus Circle in New York City is the talented Emmy and Tony winning star of the new hit CBS series on Wednesday nights. Welcome to New York, Christine Baranski.
Hi, thanks, Jim. I'm so happy to be sitting here this morning with a real guy, the wonderful CBS sportscaster and host of NFL Today, who I see every time I cheer for my hometown team, the Buffalo Bills. But today, the big game in the Big Apple is the first Macy's parade of the new millennium that's about to come marching by us live.
It is indeed, and we are ready for the play-by-play, Christine, or perhaps I should say the float-by-float coverage coming your way. And we're not going to forget about the balloons and the bands. It's all here.
Let's not forget them. Let's also remember that we're giving our magic carpet a workout this morning. We're going to Nashville for a CBS exclusive, the one and only Opryland Aqua Parade.
I look forward to that. Also to the crossroads of the world. That's Times Square, where the witty guy who plays your weatherman on Welcome to New York, Jim Gaffigan, he's quite a guy, he will join us. And then on to America's Thanksgiving Parade in Detroit. We have that too.
Yeah, and right now to the swaying palms and clear blue waters of Waikiki Beach and the colorful Aloha Floral Parade in Hawaii.
Might be just a little warmer there,
a little
I think.
warmer.
Michelle Stafford of The Young and the Restless and Michael Park of As the World Turns.
So, aloha Hawaii.
Aloha America, and welcome to Waikiki Beach. Sharing the duties with me at Parade Central in Paradise from the CBS daytime series As the World Turns, the very, very handsome and debonair Michael Park, plays Jack Snyder.
There's a couple ad-libs there. Can you believe this? I mean, it's Thanksgiving, and I'm stranded on an island in the South Pacific with Michelle Stafford, that beautiful babe Phyllis from The Young and the Restless.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you.
Do you think I'll survive?
Oh, watch it. Okay. Don't worry about surviving, Michael. As they say in Hawaii, the beach is just the beginning.
Oh, my. Don't go away, America. It's the start of the 2000 Aloha Floral Parade from Waikiki Beach, Hawaii.
A floral interpretation of the 2000 parade theme, A Gift of Beautiful Lays from Outrigger Resorts.
They present a treasure of flower lays in a ho'okupu, or ceremonial gift given in respect to the 2000 Aloha Festival's royal court.
In ancient Hawaii, hula was the way of telling a story and recording history.
Another form used by the Hawaiians were the petroglyphs, or drawings on rocks. As you can see, hula adds another dimension. It awakens the senses. Before you, the Trojan Marching Band from Mililani High School. They have marched in every Aloha Floral Parade since 1973.
This concert band completed a tour of Japan this year and has performed across the mainland.
Let's join them as they play a traditional Hawaiian melody, the Hilo March. Give a big hello out to the men and women representing the Polynesian Cultural Center on Oahu's North Shore.
The center is dedicated to sharing with visitors to the Hawaii the adventure and dignity of the Polynesian cultures of the South Pacific region. Performing for our Aloha celebration, these halau can be seen nightly at poolside at the Sheraton Waikiki with the backdrop of Diamond Head and the beautiful Pacific Ocean.
Members strong, the instantly recognizable Kamehameha School's Warrior Band.
The only American high school band to ever appear at the prestigious Royal Tournament in London and the Royal Palace of Monaco.
Ranked among the top 10 marching bands in the U.S., their uniforms resemble the Royal Guards of the era when Hawaii was a kingdom.
Travel parade routes coast to coast. There's plenty to be thankful for as America on Parade continues here on CBS.
Looking to save more and spend less this holiday season? With the Chrysler Holiday Sale, you can do just that. Because now you can save over $5,100 when you buy a new 2000 Concorde LX with 0% financing. Or choose a low $289 lease on the 2001 Sebring LX Coupe. So take advantage of the Chrysler Holiday Sale today for savings that let you spend more on a real holiday priority, yourself.
The game's tied with 24 seconds left on the clock. Looks like they're going to go for the three. This could give them the win.
Blockhead. Everybody loves peanuts. Right now, when you buy 3 Hallmark cards in our commemorative Peanuts book, free. Capture all the joy of a Peanuts Christmas and get a free Peanuts book from Hallmark.
Sleeping bag for his first sleepover, $40. Backpack, $18.
Sorry about that. Hey, buddy, you couldn't sleep, huh?
Walkie-talkies, $25. Going home, priceless. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard. Win a house in our Home for the Holidays sweepstakes. Go to MasterCard.com.
I know what he's thinking.
How long is this gonna take?
There he goes. Mini pizza?
Well, as long as I'm here.
Smoked sausage?
Just a taste.
Salsa?
Fiesta time.
Because life's full of surprises, some pleasant, some not so pleasant, there's Pepcid AC. And unlike Tums, Pepcid AC works on heartburn anytime, before, during, or even after the start of heartburn.
Many pizzas. Ow, five.
Today should be heartburn-free with Pepcid AC.
The color and rhythms of Hawaii's Aloha Parade. Part of the holiday festivities coming to you on CBS. This portion of the CBS All-American Thanksgiving Parade is sponsored by Chrysler. We're reinventing the passion for driving. By the Peaceful Planet Aquarium and the Kick and Play Piano, only from Fisher-Price. Oh, the possibilities. By MasterCard. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard. And by Pepcid AC. Today should be heartburn-free with Pepcid AC. In a moment, we'll return to the CBS All-American Thanksgiving Parade from Nashville's Opryland Aqua Parade, from Waikiki Beach and the Aloha Parade, from Detroit and America's Parade, and from the Macy's Parade in New York with our CBS anchor hosts, movie and TV star Christine Baranski and sports anchor Jim Nance.
The tranquility of nature is closer than you think. The Peaceful Planet Aquarium with gentle wave reflections and soothing nature sounds. Only from Fisher-Price. Oh, the possibilities. The Kick and Play Piano. Only from Fisher-Price. It gives the word play a whole new meaning. Fisher-Price. Oh, the possibilities.
One-of-a-kind decorations from a one-of-a-kind store for a one-of-a-kind you. Pier 1. Get a sense of the holidays.
What should you do if you're having a heart attack? First, call an ambulance, then take Bayer aspirin. Now Bayer may help stop you from dying when taken during a heart attack. Talk to your doctor now. Bayer. Take it for pain, take it for life.
Diamonds are like men. The good ones really shine.
White Diamonds from Elizabeth Taylor.
Diamonds make you feel shimmery all over.
This Elizabeth Taylor doll. Yours for $38 at fine fragrance counters.
Look! All new ready-to-bake cookies from Pillsbury. Cookie-shaped dough you simply place and bake. There's never been an easier way to bake warm, gooey chocolate chip cookies.
That's Life, Saturdays on CBS. It's all here.
Welcome back to CBS Parade Central here in New York City. I'm Jim Nance, and with me is the lovely and talented Christine Baranski.
Well, thank you, Jim. Jim and I are delighted that you're sharing this Thanksgiving Day with us here at the Macy's Parade and at our celebrations across the nation.
You know, Christine, it must be a special thrill for you to be just a few blocks from the Broadway theaters where you've won 2 Tonys and 2 Drama Desk Awards.
Well, yes, it must be pretty special to be sitting at a corner of Central Park just a few hundred yards from the finish of the New York City Marathon. And Jim, you must be accustomed to sitting at the corner of Central Park just 3 blocks from us here on Fifth Avenue. You host the NFL Today, which will be on as soon as we finish this parade, right?
I have 3 minutes to go 3 blocks from the start from the
That's
parade
going to be a sprint.
to the NFL Today at noon. Listen, Christine, this city runs the gamut, though, of the sports scene from A to M.
By A to M, Jim, that's only 13 letters.
I thought you would never ask. Did you know there are only 13 letters in the Hawaiian alphabet?
Ooh, sounds warm. Hawaiian. Sounds like a cue to fly off to Waikiki Beach in the spectacular Aloha Floral Parade with Michelle Stafford and Michael Park. Aloha.
Thank you, New York. Michelle, don't you just love this weather? I mean, it's like 88 degrees, and there's enough sunshine here to turn your turkey tan.
My turkey tan. What do you say we turn up the heat? Let's add a little music and dance and the hula-la to our Thanksgiving feast. As the Aloha Floral Parade continues from Waikiki Beach, Hawaii. Coming into view now, a stunning visual interpretation of this year's theme, A Gift of Beautiful Lace by the Hilton Hawaiian Village.
Who, by the way, just won the President's Award this morning.
Ah.
The grandmother, or tutu, in the center of this float represents the family, or ohana, reminding us to respect our elders and to learn from their knowledge.
That's great. Over 100,000 flowers, including the haliconia, bird of paradise, ginger, orchids, and anthuriums were used to decorate this incredible float.
Easy for you to say.
Yes.
Over 75,000 papaya seeds alone were sun-dried and hand-placed to create the butterfly wings. I want to take this time right now to say happy Thanksgiving to all of my friends and family at As the World Turns.
Aw, sweet.
The hula you see today is the modern hula, the awana.
Yes, in ancient Hawaii, hula was only danced by men.
Well, I am so thankful they changed that tradition.
Village Guard of the Hilton Hawaiian Village march before you now, dressed in the red and gold of Hawaii's monarchy. These uniforms pay tribute to the style of King David Kalakaua, personal guards of that era.
The Village Guards have won top awards at virtually every military exhibition drill they've entered. They're famous for performing their fabulous, if not scary, blindfolded suicide drill routine.
Listen, don't try that at home, folks. The U.S. Army's 25th Infantry Division's Tropic Lightning Band plays up a storm from Schofield Barracks, Hawaii.
Activated in 1943, this is the most highly decorated line band in the U.S. Army. Credited with campaign participation in 23 major military campaigns, Tropic Lightning performs in more than 1,000 military and community events each year.
Wow.
Get ready for a surge of melodies by the United States Pacific Fleet Band. That's right, the Navy's musical ambassador to the Central Pacific region.
Under the direction of Lieutenant R.G. Barrett and drum major musician second class John Beebe, these talented sailors are world-renowned for their pop, rock, classical country, and jazz ensembles.
In perfect cadence, welcome the United States Marine Band, based at Kaneohe, Hawaii.
This distinguished group of musicians represent our nation in both military and civilian events throughout the South Pacific. Coasting into view are the men and women of the United States Coast Guard.
This float depicts the waves and wave riders of the Hawaiian Islands, and the vital role the U.S. Coast Guard plays in search and rescue for people in distress along our U.S. coastlines.
A gift of beautiful lace is the theme of today's Aloha Floral Parade. From the fragile jasmine pikaki to the brilliant yellow plumeria, Hawaii's floral lays are a feast for your senses.
You know, receiving a lei in Hawaii is as cherished a tradition as the Thanksgiving celebration itself.
The Thanksgiving forecast just keeps getting better and better, and we've got a garden of good sounds from Detroit, country is blossoming in Nashville, and New York is digging in for the best holiday season ever.
Still to come, the Aqua Parade from Opryland, that's where I was last year, and America's Parade from Detroit. Right now, let's head to the city for all seasons, New York, and the Macy's Parade.
Thanks, Hawaii. Happy Thanksgiving from the CBS Skybox in the Big Apple. I'm Christine Baranski, sitting next to that versatile virtuoso of CBS Sports, Jim Nance, at the 74th Annual Macy's Parade, and wishing you all a hearty welcome to New York.
Hey, listen, the Macy's Parade approaches, Christine. It's great to be here with you, too. And say, welcome to New York. Isn't that the name of your new hit series on CBS Wednesday nights?
Yeah, but that's not why I said it. I play a cynical New Yorker on the show, but that doesn't mean I am one, Jim.
No, listen, that whole thing about New York's being cynical, that's a myth. And joining us now is a man who knows all about New Yorkers. He's the mayor of this great city. He's a great man, too. Rudy Giuliani.
Hey, good morning,
Good morning,
Mayor.
Mr.
Happy
Mayor.
Thanksgiving to you.
Great to have you with us again. Great to have you.
It's wonderful. What a location to be at, huh?
The best. When did you first attend the Macy's Parade?
Oh, wow. The early 1950s. I was about 7, 8 years old, I guess. My father and mother took me.
What do you remember about that?
I remember Santa Claus at the end of the parade.
Right.
I think I cried when I saw Santa Claus.
It's been another fabulous year in New York, and I know how much you enjoyed that Yankee win in the World Series.
Unbelievable. You can see Joe Torre in the parade today, I think, with the trophy. the great grand trophy that we have on display at City Hall.
It's magnificent. And you know, we're shooting a show in New York in the beautiful borough of Queens.
The greatest.
Welcome to New York, and it's a dream come true for me to shoot a show in New York, a television show. We're having a ball.
Something that we really love. I mean, all those shows shot in New York, and they show the background of the city.
Wasn't there 209 films last year in the city? It's the greatest backdrop in the world.
A lot of jobs, but it also shows the city off too.
It's tremendous, yes.
There's not a better place to be in holiday time than right here in the Big Apple, is it?
And a day on which we should all thank God we're Americans. I mean, this is really, we're very, very fortunate people being Americans, and we should keep reminding ourselves of that.
Indeed.
Listen, if you had one day in New York and you could be the tour guy, where would you take me?
Yankee Stadium.
There'll be some Mets on the float today with the Yankees are going to coexist.
No, I thought the Mets did a great job.
They did a great job.
I think they did an absolutely great job. There you are in Queens at Shea Stadium.
I know, it was beautiful. I drive in every day.
Right?
You know, I was a Mets fan. My husband's a Yankees fan, so I was kind of glad when the series was over. Got a little tense there for a while.
Tense in a lot of families, but I think it worked out well. And the people of the city conducted themselves beautifully. I mean, there were a lot of people worried about what would happen. I think the people of the city, the Met fans and the Yankee fans, conducted themselves just great.
Yeah.
I admire what you do. We all do, and we want to wish you a very happy Thanksgiving.
You keep watching that spot to your right there.
Yeah, right here at the circle.
The Coliseum used to be there. It isn't there anymore. Come back in a few years, Jazz at Lincoln Center is going to be there. Time Warner. I mean, unbelievable.
This is one of the most happening parts of the city. It's like
it's going to be one of the real centers of the city.
Yeah, it's like our Trafalgar Square or something. It's magnificent. Yeah.
Happy Thanksgiving,
Happy
Mayor Giuliani.
Thanksgiving,
Great
Mayor.
to come by. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
And listen, there's more of this great Thanksgiving parade coming your way live from New York City. Coming along in just a moment.
Cannonballs, $129 online. 88 hula hoops, $60 online. Elephant shampoo, $42 online. Not having to pay for any weird charges that show up on your bill? Priceless. With MasterCard, you're not responsible for unauthorized purchases on the web or anywhere. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard.
It's the one day you've been training for all year. Because you know this is more than just a game.
Ladies, let's not forget who we're doing this for.
This is toy shopping. It's the Thanksgiving Friday sale at Toys R Us. Doors open at 6 a.m. Get Super Mario Bros. Deluxe free with any Game Boy purchase till 11 a.m. And great deals all weekend long. Only at Toys R Us.
Brookie. Neutrogena hand cream, developed in Norway for Arctic fishermen to protect their hands. 5 years of clinical tests prove it works better at rapidly healing dry skin and at retaining moisture longer. That's why it's trusted by dermatologists. Neutrogena hand cream, it works better.
Pepperidge Farm Sausalito cookies. Mounds of chocolate and macadamia nuts. Hey, if you're gonna have a cookie, have a cookie. Pepperidge Farm. Never have an ordinary day.
They're calling you. The places you want to be. The things you want to do. But you're not going to get there until you finish this stuff. That's why there's True Value. We get you in and out fast. Because the sooner you get done, the sooner you can get back to this thing called your life. True Value.
And right now, come in for True Value's Bargain of the Month with great buys like a home ceramic heater, just $17.99. True Value. Help is just around the corner.
Hello and happy holidays from Columbus Circle in New York City. I'm Jim Nance.
I'm Christine Baranski, and we're both so excited to be here at the granddaddy of all Thanksgiving parades, the Macy's Parade. It's a little like waiting for the kickoff of the Super Bowl, isn't it, Jim?
I'm glad you said that. It's the Super Bowl season on CBS, January the 28th from Tampa. Hope it's a little bit warmer at the Super Bowl this year, Christine.
Oh, what a lucky mention that I should mention the Super Bowl.
Listen, you can't help but think about sports when you sit right here in the Big Apple, because we're really at the epicenter of big-time athletics, not to mention the Subway Series we just spoke about with the mayor. But just across the Hudson River to our west, the football Giants and the Jets play. The Nets and the New Jersey Devils are over there also. To the north, Yankee Stadium, home of the world champs. To the east, Shea Stadium and the National League champion Mets. And a few blocks to the south, Madison Square Garden, where the Knicks and the Rangers play.
Ooh, and speaking of big time, Jim, about 3 or 4 steps to the north of us, here come the floats.
Yes.
The bands, the balloons, and the falloons.
Falloons? What do you mean?
We'll get to that later. Right now, here's the 74th Annual Macy's Thanksgiving Parade, live. Now, it's the mouse that made the world famous long before the internet or even the computer. Here's Mickey, the band leader.
It is great, Christine, to have Mickey back after an 18-year sabbatical. He was first in the parade back in 1934, and then again from 71 through 82. We've missed him.
I think so. He's my favorite, and he is literally bigger and better than ever. Listen to this. 40 feet high, 66 feet long, and 35 feet wide. His ears alone measure 10 feet in diameter. And the gold baton he's using to keep the beat is more than 30 feet long. Can you believe that?
Well, listen, he's rising to new heights today with the help of 14,000 cubic feet of helium.
Wow, and listen to that band play.
Very central figure to this Thanksgiving holiday, being escorted by 20 square dancers and more than 40 farmer kids. And on board is the pop singing group, The Chords.
Oh, cool.
Of course, it's understandable that the turkey himself doesn't look forward to the holiday with the same enthusiasm as the rest of us do.
Yeah, but Big Tom out there has reason to be optimistic. He's made it through 29 parades without losing his head. And why is he called Tom? Well, a tom turkey is the male and a hen is the female. And the name of the baby turkey, it's a tough one. It's a poult. That's spelled P-O-U-L-T. Tom is 21 feet tall and 20 feet wide, which would make a lot of Thanksgiving dinners. Okay. And there is Mickey again. Fantastic, riding high.
People who watched this parade last year might recall it was raining. We got blue skies, but a wind chill today of about 10 degrees.
Here's the blue balloon that made her debut last year and made such a hit she was called back for an encore. The lovable puppy with the well-known left paw is, of course, the star of the popular preschool show, Blue's Clues.
Yes, Blues is very popular with kids. She's a little puppy, but rather large today, 41 feet tall.
32 feet wide, 63 feet long, with a volume of 16,500 cubic feet. With all that helium lifting her up, it takes 50 handlers to keep her from taking off. Blue represents a kind of landmark in the parade. She's only the 5th female balloon ever. The first one was Olive Oil.
Yeah, Olive Oil, Raggedy Ann.
Yes, Betty Boop.
Sky Dancer.
All right, well done. Did your homework there. That is magnificent. Look at the size of that. Whoa, look at those girls in pink. Woo. Fantastic. Who are they? And I wonder what they have under that pink. They look like they're keeping warm by moving. Did you know the first Macy's Thanksgiving Parade took place way back in 1924? And it was called the Macy's Christmas Parade.
Yep, they only missed a couple of years back in World War II, so the math doesn't add up. It is the 74th Macy's Parade.
Wow, and look at, what are we looking at here? We're looking at somebody's
That's
shoe.
Mickey.
That is
Mickey trying to negotiate the Columbus Circle, heading downtown.
Indeed, he's heading towards Times Square, the destination where my colleague Jim Gaffigan will be.
Yeah, right
we'll
down
be talking
Broadway.
to him later. Look at that. You know, they're as much fun to look at from behind as from the front. It's really fun. Oh, and here's some fabulous people playing music, of course. Now, you know, in 1934, Mickey Mouse made his parade debut, but it was the first of 3 Mickey balloons in the parade. And that same year featured the only balloon modeled after a real person. And the person was Eddie Cantor, a singer and a comedian who was a major radio and stage star back then. So, what are we looking at
You
now?
staying warm?
Do you know my folks came in from Buffalo, so I can't complain about the cold because they were buried in 2 feet of snow, and they're here today to join me for the parade.
They had to drive down. You had to get them out through Oklahoma to get here.
Couldn't get them by plane. We got them by car. My mom is here watching the parade from her hotel room down the block, and my daughter Lily's here with her friend Eliza.
Isn't that nice? I want to say hello to all of my family down in Texas. It's my mother and father's 49th wedding anniversary today, so I just want to wish them a happy Thanksgiving. And hey, Dad, I'm coming to see you on Monday.
And now, from the Big Apple to Music City, let's head south to Nashville in the world's only Thanksgiving parade on water. That sounds cold.
Hi, I'm Lynette Cole. Join me and that country music star Toby Keith for the great Thanksgiving fun at the Opryland Aqua Parade.
This is Toby Keith, and I'll be sharing the holiday excitement in Nashville with Miss USA, the lovely Lynette Cole, on the CBS All-American Thanksgiving Parade.
I got to put the gloves back on. Welcome back to New York at the CBS All-American Thanksgiving Parade. I'm Jim Nance.
Hello, and I'm Christine Baranski. We are just 2 of the 2 million children of all ages who are watching this famous parade live here in New York City. Doesn't get any better than that.
And there's more holiday fun from the Big Apple coming your way, but also Nashville, Hawaii, and Detroit coming up.
Wow.
CBS Tonight. Give thanks. Have faith. Music sensation Faith Hill stars in her first network special ever.
It'll be a feast for your ears.
Faith, a concert event. Then it's a music spectacular. Join Garth, Dolly, Vince, and all your favorites. The Grand Ole Opry 75th After Faith tonight on CBS.
The NFL Today checks out Tampa Bay's topsy-turvy season and the recent rise of the Ravens. All that and more Sunday on CBS.
CBS Sunday.
Lynching black people was a form of entertainment.
If you believe in stopping hate crimes.
What does it have to do with me?
If you believe in the power of love.
And those pictures go beyond color.
This is an episode of Touched by an Angel you can't miss. All new CBS Sunday.
DeLuise and Rue McClanahan star in the movie of Sophia Myles. CBS Sunday.
All right. Cool. Mom's home. Quick, wrap them back up.
With Duck Brand One-Touch Tape, you can tape things with one hand. Just roll on and lift to cut any length you need.
You weren't peeking, were you?
Not on my watch.
Got gifts to wrap? Get the duck to do it.
Friday and Saturday during Macy's Thanksgiving sale. Shop early 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. for sensational 4-hour specials. Coats and sweaters an extra 15% off. All men's suits, sport coats an extra 15% off. Boots for her an extra 15% off. 6-carat diamond bracelet $1,489. Jessica Sanders comforter sets any size $29.99. 4-hour special 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. Friday and Saturday during Macy's Thanksgiving sale.
Everything that is high school athletics comes to one place. Celebrate the spirit of high school sports. Watch Cox Communications Prep Zone. Saturday mornings at 11 on WWL-TV, Channel 4. LSU faces Arkansas, Friday on Channel 4.
Happy Thanksgiving from Columbus Circle here in New York City. I'm Christine Baranski here with All-Star CBS sportscaster and NFL Today host Jim Nance. Jim, you call the Final Four and anchor the Masters Golf Tournament, don't you?
Well, thank you. Listen, Christine, in this business, you have to have more than one string to your bow. And Emmys for television, Tonys and Obies for theater, a Screen Actors Guild Award for movies. And I got to congratulate you for The Grinch.
I know.
It's the #1 movie in the country right now. And on top of that, your new CBS series on Wednesday nights, Welcome to New York.
Yeah,
when it comes to strings, you got a whole orchestra going.
Oh, well, thank you, Jim. This city is such a great place for diversity. You've mentioned what a fabulous sports town it is, but for an actor, it's just the ultimate. Do you realize that 209 feature films were shot here last year? And right now, there are 12 TV series being made here, including my show, Welcome to New York.
Of which you are the star, again, right here.
With Jim
Wednesdays on CBS.
Right.
New York is a great place for sports and entertainment and the parade. And here's more of the first Macy's Parade of the new century coming by us live here at Columbus Circle. It's always an interesting place to be, too, to watch them try to make their way around the circle and move on down Broadway. And Big Bird has arrived.
All right. All the Muppets are stars, of course, but some stars are a little brighter than others. And when you get to glitter extra brightly, like Big Bird, you get your own balloon. And this is his 13th visit to the parade, which makes 13 a lucky number for all us parade watchers this year. He first marched here in 1988. And just think, he's been helping preschoolers learn to read for 32 years.
Now, you're probably wondering when and where the balloons get inflated, and the answer is last night on West 77th and West 81st Streets, which are just off the start of the parade route.
Yeah, for you visitors who've gone to the Museum of Natural History here in New York, those two streets are the north and south sides of the museum, and it's amazing how many folks come by the night before to watch the floats being blown up. It's a real party scene.
When was the first Thanksgiving? We were trying to solve that mystery this week.
Most of us would say it was the Pilgrims at Plymouth Colony in Massachusetts in 1621. But let's see. In Texas, they've got another candidate.
Yeah, near, what, the town of Canyon.
Yeah.
There's a roadside marker that says the first Thanksgiving was in 1541, 80 years before the Pilgrims.
Go figure. They're talking about the Spanish adventurer Coronado, who trekked up from Mexico City looking for gold. And he and his men found a great spot in the Texas Panhandle with lots of food, water, and pasture for their horses, so they had a Thanksgiving service on May 23rd, 1554.
The Rugrats are here, Chris.
Oh, the Rugrats. Well, we've got to get on to them. So now comes a set of characters that almost every child in America knows and loves. Certainly every child with a television set. These are those cartoon favorites, the Rugrats. And this year their theme is Rugrats in Paris. It's a movie just came out.
This is their 4th year in the line of march. They remain the first ever 3-character balloon in the parade. The balloon is 60 feet long, 28 feet wide.
Let's see, is that Tom Pickles up there wearing a very Parisian beret, and his pal Chucky, who's wearing glasses, and Tommy's loyal pooch, Spike? Are we seeing these things? Yeah.
What fun it must be to march in the parade.
You know, but can I tell you, as I watch them, I go, what are they wearing under those outfits? What are they wearing under those outfits to keep warm, besides moving their arms and legs around?
I know.
Fantastic.
I've got about 5 layers right now.
I know.
Okay.
Jim, you showed up with a sweater originally, and then changed your mind and put your winter coat on, didn't you?
I had to.
So right here at Columbus Circle, we're sitting in a spot where musical history was made. It was at a famous New York restaurant here, Weisenweber's, in 1917, that a group from New Orleans, the original Dixieland Jazz Band, really introduced jazz to New York City. This spot in the city is just so exciting to sit here, looking all the way uptown at this parade, looking the number of people here, and the marching bands.
We're right off Central Park West.
Yep. The park is right next to us.
I would think with a show like Welcome to New York, you must have the landscape down pretty strong here. You could be, I asked the mayor about it, you could give us a tour of New York anytime.
I'm looking forward when we get into Welcome to New York to do location shots and, you know, show people this great city. It's just the best set in the world, literally.
Really? And you know, movie fans, there are all kinds of sets if you walk around town, or sites that you've seen of interest. In fact, not that far from here is the building that was used for the exterior shots in the movie Ghostbusters.
Oh, and the Dakota is, of course, where Rosemary's Baby was shot. And I made a movie called Reversal of Fortune, which was shot right up here on Central Park West.
You and Jeremy Irons.
Jeremy Irons and Glenn Close. Glenn Close is opening in 102 Dalmatians, I guess. You know what I love, Jim, is the sound of these marching bands. I absolutely love it. Let's listen to it for a minute. Okay, there's lots more of the CBS All-American Thanksgiving Parade from New York Hawaii, Detroit, and Opryland coming up.
What would make these otherwise normal women go through all this? They're going to Kmart. Because Kmart is open all day on Thanksgiving. They're going to save 40% on men's brushed fleece tops, 50% on ladies' Route 66 fleece vests. They'll get a Samsung microwave for just $47.77. And metal folding chairs just $7.99 each. You can too. Only Thanksgiving Day. Only at Kmart.
Hello. You feeling any better?
No.
That's because you haven't taken the medicine yet. Come on, it tastes good.
Yuck.
Try Aminic Soft Chews dissolve magically in an instant. Faster than children's Tylenol chewables.
Hey, these are good.
In 4 yummy symptom-specific formulas. Try Aminic Soft Chews. Just the right relief. No struggles.
Better?
Yep.
And now there's Vapor without the rub. Soothing, no mess. Try Aminic Vapor Patch.
We make a lot of cereal here.
You know what our favorite is?
Honey Bunches of Oats. We can't keep it to ourselves.
Hey, how about some Honey Bunches of Oats?
Wow. Thanks. I like the honey oat flavor.
Nice.
Gotta feed America.
How close is the new Survivor board game to the real thing? You don't get those delicious island delicacies, but you do try to outwit, outplay, and outlast.
Tell me you're out of here.
Your friends.
New Survivor board game. Rats not included.
Introducing Saran Quick Covers.
Cover your lasagna. Cover your pizza. Cover your cantaloupe. Cover your watermelon. Cover your salad.
Saran Quick Covers are the fastest, easiest way to cover just about anything in a snap.
Cover your leftovers.
They stretch easily, they snap snugly. Now you're covered. New Saran Quick Covers. S.C. Johnson, a family company.
Happy holidays. Welcome back to CBS Parade Central in New York City. I'm Jim Nance.
And I'm Christine Baranski, and we're here at Columbus Circle at the 74th Annual Macy's Parade, which is coming along right now live.
Really does. It comes right,
I know, it
right
comes
at us.
right at us.
All right, more of this wonderful parade and holiday fun from Hawaii, Detroit, Nashville a little bit later. But we're enjoying on a brisk day, to say the least, here in New York City. And you know, to most floats, we'd say welcome, but to this one, you'd have to say aloha, because this is the Old Lahaina Luau float. And aboard are 24 dancers in traditional costumes doing an authentic Hawaiian hula. And you can also see those little tiki statues and a 26-foot volcano that erupts confetti.
This is a fantastic thing. It's 34 feet long, 20 feet wide, 26 feet high. And aboard it is Miss America.
I've actually spent a Thanksgiving in Lahaina. On Front Street. And there's Joe Torre. Joe Torre of the world champion New York Yankees.
And are they the Yankees and Mets together there? That's pretty fantastic, isn't it?
Yes, they are. They're players from both the Mets and Yankees.
The first Subway Series in 44 years, am I right? That happened
correct.
this fall. And are we seeing Joe Torre there? Is this who we're seeing? Look at that gigantic baseball. I love that. Now we're seeing the
Joe right there,
Statue
Kristen.
of Liberty. Joe Torre right in front of the Statue of Liberty. How appropriate is that? I love it. She's waving. He's waving. This is the great baseball float. Can you identify any of the other players, Jim? Are you seeing? I can't really see from here.
Well,
But
actually,
how much do they deserve to be going down the city streets there, celebrating their fantastic series?
of course, this is their second parade in a month here. They had a
ticker tape,
yeah,
right?
ticker tape
Were you there?
celebration parade. No, I wasn't, but certainly everyone in New York who wasn't there in person was watching it on television.
Oh, and who is this? What is this we're seeing now? I love this. This look. I think this is still the Hawaiian.
Helping escort the floats along the way.
Jamaica folklore. Just a few blocks south of where we're sitting, the parade will pass through the famous Great White Way, the Broadway theater district that I know so well.
I know you do.
But as you know, if you're a theater girl, most all of the Broadway theaters are not actually on Broadway. They're on the side streets in the West 40s and 50s, just off Broadway.
So you won Tony's for The Real Thing.
Oh, and a Neil Simon play called Rumors. That's right. Well, I spent about 20 years working in the theater, so New York City is my town.
And we're also about, let's see, 4 or 5 blocks from Carnegie Hall, where I know you've also performed.
Oh my gosh, that was the thrill of a lifetime, singing in Carnegie Hall right here on 57th Street. Here's a balloon that's making its parade debut. It's called Jeeves. Now wait a minute, you parade experts say Jeeves has a familiar look? Well, of course you're right. Jeeves actually made his first parade appearance last year, but as a float.
Jeeves is the butler. Well, he's a man of style and elegance, but he's so versatile and ready to try something new. He's wise, as all of you know, and well, you can see he holds the golden keys to knowledge. See if you can see him in his left hand.
And Jeeves is also large, 39 feet high, 70 feet long, 25 feet wide, and filled with 12,700 cubic feet of helium. I need some of that helium.
Listen, we had heard that there might be wind gusts. There are the keys. Key to knowledge. We heard there might be wind gusts today up to like 30-mile-an-hour gusts at times, and they were concerned about, again,
but we're
bringing the
doing
balloons.
okay,
They're fine. I don't think it's a problem. I don't think the wind's a problem.
It's kind of chilly today, but it's like invigorating chilly. It's not terribly windy, and thank God it's not raining. We're always grateful for that.
Yeah, last year we had to sit through a rather wet Macy's parade.
And the one I hosted 4 years ago was extremely windy. Those balloons were going all over the place. But this is a lovely day for a parade.
Listen, while we have a minute here, I know you want to send along all your Thanksgiving wishes to your cast and crew of Welcome to New York. I want to do the same for all my pals on the NFL Today, and Mike and Jerry and Craig and Randy and Eric Mann and Bobby Matina and all the guys, Sean and Terry of CBS Sports, Billy Packer and his family down in North Carolina, and my man Ken Venturi too, watching down in Marco Island, and all the golf guys and Lance and family. I wish to all of yours a most happy Thanksgiving Day.
Indeed, and more of this wonderful parade and holiday fun from Hawaii, Detroit, and Nashville when we come back.
Deal with your kid's fever, sore throat, and stuffy nose like they've never been dealt with before. With new Children's Motrin Cold. Fast, long-lasting, it's a low blow to colds. New Children's Motrin Cold. For moms who don't fool around with colds.
You want beautiful lips? Give this a try. Take one great lipstick and multiply. CoverGirl introduces triple lipstick. Triple lipstick. The triple benefit lipstick. Protection. UVA, UVB, SPF 15. Perfection. Conditioners with vitamins and a long-wearing color collection. Connection. This is what you've got to see. One great lipstick multiplied times 3. Here's a breeze, beautiful CoverGirl.
I got a taste for cookies.
Break, break, break. Break and bake. Toll House cookies.
Like magic, Square's baking around Nestle Toll House cookies.
Break and bake. Toll House cookies.
Available in brownies, too. You know, you can clean your dentures faster than you can shower.
Because Polydent 5 Minute has such minty cleaning power, it leaves your dentures minty fresh and clean in just 5 minutes.
Minty Fresh Polydent cleans and freshens in only 5 minutes.
Duracell Ultra introduces their most powerful battery ever. With the advanced performance of new M3 technology, it's the most powerful alkaline battery in the world.
If you love a parade, you're in the right place. I'm Jim Nance, and joining me, Christine Baranski, right here in the Big Apple.
Wow, we have the best seats in the house, right at the southwest corner of Central Park for balloons, floats, bands, and falloons of the 74th Macy's Thanksgiving Parade.
We still haven't explained a falloon.
A falloon. We're going to get to that,
Half
though.
float, half balloon. I don't want to give it all away. But
That's
this
right.
city is just a magnet for out-of-towners, Christine. You're from Buffalo, New York. I was born in North Carolina. I'm proud to say that. It seems like all the world comes to New York. This is a good time to be here, too, holiday time.
Indeed. This year alone, more than 38 million visitors will come to New York.
And 2 million folks, home folks and visitors, are here today. 2 million watching live as this great parade marches by.
Indeed.
Look at the skies today. Not a cloud to be found.
It's the most beautiful day.
It really is. And
you know, part of Thanksgiving is just like, what is the weather going to be? It's an adventure. Is it going to rain? Is it going to be windy? Is it going to be beautiful? Is it going to be sunny? It's always unpredictable, but kind of wonderful because people deal with it no matter what it is. People are going to march and show up and participate in it because it's just such a great American holiday. This year, New York City's having a record-breaking year for tourism. Over 38 million tourists visit the city, and it'll break the 1909 record of 36.7 million, and they'll spend nearly $17 billion here. Mother Earth. I wonder how these kids feel marching in this parade, some of them for the very first time, to just be part of this tremendous event. I know when I was a girl growing up in Buffalo, I watched the Macy's Day Parade every year, and now I'm like sitting here in Columbus Circle being the hostess along with you, Jim.
And I'm glad you are.
I know. We're keeping warm together.
Your show is so good. I got to tell you, last night, I know Judd Hirsch was with you. And
Judd Hirsch. How funny was he? I know.
Listen, this is another new float in the parade, Mother Earth. An elegant 28-foot-long water bird. Kind of resembles a swan.
Right, and between the bird's wings, you can see that 16-foot-high sculpture of Mother Earth seated against a 22-foot-high, 20-foot-wide translucent rainbow.
In her hands, Mother Earth is holding an urn of flowing water. Water, animals, plants, they're all the bounty of Mother Earth.
Yep, they've always seemed like limitless bounty, like they'd never run out, but we're beginning to learn otherwise, aren't we? That's the message of this float, that we've got to conserve our natural resources. I love the way people cheer as things go by. They're just completely happy to be part of it.
It also keeps you warm.
It keeps you warm.
Keeps you moving.
Yeah, this is a big event, but one of the nice things about it is there's no competition involved. It's just about total enjoyment, don't you think, Jim?
Mm-hmm. And it is. I mean, what an honor to be, say, well, here's a band from South Carolina, Walterboro, South Carolina, having a chance to walk through the famous streets in New York. Walterboro is some 40 miles outside of Charleston, and what a thrill for these young people to be here today.
I think it's 183 musicians and 47 flags of the Walterboro High School Band of Blue. That's in South Carolina, and this is their first visit.
You know, over 300 bands applied to march in the Macy's Parade.
Oh my gosh.
So you know you have to be pretty good to be picked. And the Walterboro High School Band, for example, has won 11 consecutive lower state marching championships. And they are 9-time South Carolina 4A marching champions.
You can imagine what it means to them to be here in the Big Apple, marching down Central Park West at this amazing parade. The parade organizers make a point of picking bands that are not only good, but come from diverse parts of the country. And this year, for example, they come from places as far off as California, Nevada, and South Dakota, and as close by as New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut.
I know Walterboro, South Carolina is beaming, and Governor Jim Hodges, I'm sure, is too. He had some of his members of the staff up last week watching the NFL today. It was such a pleasure to host Beth and all the crew. And
Indeed, and there's Jeeves flying high. I'm hearing my first Christmas carol of the season. Deck the halls. I can't believe it. Seriously, that's the first time I'm hearing a Christmas carol.
yeah, and you're going to hear a few more.
Indeed.
What was it you were saying last night about how it's such a nice day to just kind of, you know, relax because we know what's coming up.
Exactly. I think it's Americans' favorite holiday because it doesn't have the pressure of Christmas or the consumerism. It's just a time to get together and eat a lot and sit back and watch the parade and watch football. The CBS All-American Thanksgiving Parade is celebrating this glorious holiday all over the nation. And there's more coming up. Stay with us.
What would make these otherwise normal women go through all this? They're going to Kmart. Because Kmart is open all day on Thanksgiving. They're going to save 70% on all fine and precious jewelry. 20% on all holiday decorations. They'll get a 19-inch color TV with remote for just $98 and a 3-piece camp set for just $14.99. You can too. Only Thanksgiving Day. Only at Kmart.
He might have a heart that's 2 sizes too small, but you can't blame the Grinch for wanting them all. This holiday, make your own little Who's Their Favorite Eats. Kellogg's Rice Krispies Holiday Treats, now with red and green ornaments and trees.
Celebrate, celebrate.
Ask your doctor if Celebrex is right for you.
Celebrate, celebrate.
Hi, my car's out front.
We'll get started right away.
Five-star. An easier way to sell and service cars and trucks.
You're all set.
Great job, guys. Let's run that drill again.
5-star. Certified training so rigorous, only the best make the cut. It's better. We'll prove it, only where you see these signs.
This performance is brought to you by Huggies Ultra Trim Diapers with the improved leak lock system. Drink more, leak less.
The Macy's Parade, live from New York, as CBS celebrates Thanksgiving from coast to coast. This portion of the CBS All-American Thanksgiving Parade is sponsored by Big Kmart and Super Kmart. By your 5-star certified Chrysler, Plymouth, Jeep, and Dodge retailers. And by Huggies Diapers. If it makes babies happy, Huggies has it. In a moment, more of Thanksgiving in America from the Macy's Parade in the Big Apple with CBS's Jim Nantz and Christine Baranski. From Times Square with our man in the street, Jim Gaffigan. From the Aloha Parade on Waikiki Beach with Michael Park and Michelle Stafford. From the Opryland Aqua Parade with Toby Keith and Miss USA 2000. And coming up next, from the America's Parade in Detroit.
Nick Jr.'s on CBS, so your kids can watch with you.
And all your Nick Jr. friends will be there too. Nick Jr.'s I love for you.
Because it's also on CBS.
Just for me!
Weekends on CBS. And watch Nick Jr. weekdays on Nickelodeon.
Sophia Miles was a preacher's wife who in 1 month lost her husband, her home, and everything she loved.
Things are changing. They're changing too fast to suit me.
This Sunday, she is going to fight to regain her faith.
I will not be pushed aside like some old furniture.
With the help of the town
You just can't kick Sophia out of her house.
and the memory of the man she loved.
He was an extraordinary man, my husband.
Della Reese, Rue McClanahan, The Moving of Sophia Miles, CBS Sunday.
Faith Hill in her first network special ever. Faith, tonight on CBS.
Door Furniture and Simmons have teamed up to bring you a mattress sale event you don't want to miss. Save on Door's entire selection of Beauty Rest and back care, every size and comfort. Simmons Beauty Rest with pocket coil construction helps give you undisturbed sleep, and back care supports the 5 zones of your body for better sleep. Or never flip your mattress again with a Simmons No Flip mattress. All on sale for a limited time. Free delivery or immediate pickup. Elysian Fields, 5 blocks from the river.
Exciting lighting! At Lighting Inc., you'll find the right light at a bright price. And that light might just be on a fan made by Craft-Made. State-of-the-art engineering and premium design features mean a Craft-Made ceiling fan is as reliable as it is beautiful. Plus, Lighting Inc. brings you the silent comfort of Craft-Made's 130 style choices at very competitive prices. Get the right light at a bright price. Lighting Inc.
Straight from Sydney, from sleeping in a car to gold medal glory. I know you all don't even say good luck. You say...
Go to your destiny.
Go to your destiny. Extraordinary families. Next, Oprah.
Today at 3 on Channel 4.
I'm Michelle Miller, and I'll introduce you to some extraordinary local kids on The Next Generation.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the CBS Skybox here in New York City. I'm Christine Baranski.
And I'm Jim Nance, delighted to be spending this holiday here with Christine at one of the oldest and greatest of Thanksgiving traditions, the Macy's Parade.
You know, Jim, out in Detroit, they've got a wonderful holiday tradition of their own, the colorful America's Parade.
They really do. Let's go out to the Motor City Live and join our hosts, Jennifer Finnegan and Clarence Gilliard.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Detroit, Michigan, and America's Thanksgiving Parade. Here with me is Jennifer Finnegan, who since June has been Bridget Forrester on The Bold and the Beautiful. As you can see, she's beautiful, but I would call her friendly, not bold.
Thank you. And this smooth talker here is Clarence Gilliard, also known as Jimmy Trevette on Walker, Texas Ranger. Today is a four-peat for Clarence. Is that a word?
That's right.
It's his 4th time hosting the America's Parade, and he's promised to show me the ropes. So, Clarence, what's next?
Now we say let's watch a parade.
Okay.
Start with music by the United States Navy Band of the Great Lakes. This group has a great American pedigree. It was started 83 years ago by Mr. John Philip Sousa, the famous band leader and composer of the great marching tune, Stars and Stripes Forever.
Sousa was 62 years old when he joined the U.S. Naval Reserve during World War I. By organizing the band, he left a terrific legacy. The band's premier unit, this 40-member group, is getting the parade off to a rousing start.
This float, sponsored by Daimler Chrysler Corporation, is a tribute to the magic of Thanksgiving. But the truly magical thing about this float is not how the turkey comes out of the top hat. It's the talent that surrounds it. Ladies and gentlemen, the Harlem Globetrotters.
These guys are part of the most amazing team in sports history. Next year, the Globetrotters celebrate their 75th anniversary. You know, they've played a total of over 20,000 games.
And here today is Bakari Alexander, Robert So Smooth Fairley, Curly Boo Johnson, Otis O.K. Key, and Elmer String Bean Marin. The Globetrotters just lost a game to Michigan State on November 13th, breaking a 1,270-game winning streak.
Wow.
Unbelievable. You know, those guys are tall.
Yes, they are tall.
All right.
Today, Domino's Pizza is making a different kind of delivery. It's a Thanksgiving float that features a Horn of Plenty overflowing with the fall harvest.
The original Horn of Plenty, the cornucopia, came from the goat who nursed Zeus, king of the gods. When her horn broke off, it was magically filled with fruits. In folk tales over the ages, the cornucopia was filled with whatever its owner desired.
And today it's filled with the sound of Christina Aguilera's Christmas song and with the charismatic presence of DJ Scribble, the performer slash producer slash scratcher and host of MTV's Global Groove. Go, Christina.
Standing by. If You Give a Mouse a Cookie, the charming book by Laura Joffrey Numeroff, is brought to life here by Bank One.
The Float is a larger-than-life recreation of the story of a demanding little mouse and the little boy who offers him a cookie. And then the mouse wants a glass of milk, and then a straw, and his requests continue on and on.
What we see here today, folks, proves that if you give a mouse 30 huge chocolate chip cookies and a 10-foot glass of milk, he may someday want to float.
Stay with us, and you'll be able to tell everyone that you spotted Elvis today.
Along with two Blues Brothers, the Three Little Pigs, Tina Turner, and Flicker the Dragon. They're all coming up.
Want the lowdown on Dodge Durango? Here's where it's best-in-class Magnum V8 power.
This is a national sales alert from Dodge. Effective immediately, you can get low 0.9 financing for 60 months on 2000 Dodge Durango. You can now save more than $5,600 or get up to $2,000 cash allowance. We now return you to your regularly scheduled commercial.
See the friendly Dodge dealer near you.
Trim-a-Home department at Kmart. It has everything you need to make a holiday work of art in your home or wherever else you live. Kmart, we know how to make your holidays bright.
Sleeping bag for his first sleepover, $40. Backpack, $18.
Sorry about that. Hey, buddy, you couldn't sleep, huh?
Walkie-talkies, $25. Going home, priceless. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard. Win a house in our Home for the Holidays sweepstakes. Go to MasterCard.com.
You're hot.
Excuse me?
How about a V8 Splash to cool you down?
No thanks.
I know what you're thinking. Oh, V8, it must be rich and tomatoey. But in fact, V8 Splash is refreshing and fruity.
It is fruity.
See what happens when you make judgments based on outward appearance? Now, how about your phone number?
No.
I thought we learned a lesson here.
Fruity V8 Splash, a very different V8, now in new diet.
Jennifer, I'm an Air Force brat, so our family moved around a lot, but no matter where we lived, Thanksgiving was always the same. The turkey and the pumpkin pie. What about you?
Well, I grew up in Montreal, so we had a Canadian Thanksgiving. We celebrate in October because our harvest is earlier, but, you know, it's pretty much the same way it is in the U.S.
So you're talking about the works, the turkey, the cranberry sauce, the pumpkin pie?
Yep. Even the traditional stuffing, the kind that goes in the bird. And, of course, the stuffing of the guests at the table.
Riding behind America's Parade Grand Marshal legendary Wolverine coach Bo Schembechler is a float from Northwest Airlines.
Needs somebody. Everybody needs somebody. Love. Someone love. Sweet up mess.
Around the World in 80 Days, presented by VoiceStream Wireless, is a visual reminder of how human beings all around the globe are connected to one another.
This is quite a striking float. As a 13.5-foot globe rotates, you can see some of the world's most popular landmarks. Eiffel Tower, the Sphinx, Taj Mahal, and the Statue of Liberty. All of these are a tribute to the wonderful creativity and resourcefulness of human beings.
This is a perfect moment for me to send a special message to the creative people I'm connected to. To the cast and crew of The Bold and the Beautiful, hey everybody, see you next week.
When this Detroit Tiger comes down the street, his roar may be drowned out by the roar of the crowd. He's unleashed today by Comerica, whose new stadium opened just this past season.
Professional baseball began in this town way back in 1881. And in 2001, the Detroit Tigers will celebrate the 100th anniversary of their first American League game.
And by the time the 200th anniversary rolls around, how many more times do you think the Yanks will have captured the World Series, Jennifer?
Oh, don't ask me, Clarence.
Yeah, that's right. You're an Expos fan.
You got it.
It's like this.
What's a parade without some circus animals? General Motors Corporation is the power behind this circus train. It's 80 feet long and has 3 cars, so the lions and giraffes can have their own separate cars. It's probably safer that way.
Yeah. There's Miss Michigan in the engine car, and other homegrown talent aboard, as well, the Chenille sisters. Originally from Ann Arbor, the group now appears coast to coast.
And today they're moving things along with a spirited rendition of What Else? Do the Locomotion.
You gotta swing your hips now. Come on, baby. Jump up, jump
I've never seen that. You hold it high in your hand.
up. I think you got now that you can do it, let's make a change now. Come on, baby, do the locomotion. Jump up, locomotion, like a railroad train now. Come on, baby, do the locomotion. Do it very easy, got the drums control. A little bit of rhythm in the night.
Baby, do the locomotion.
You sing it?
Come on, baby, do the locomotion. Ow! Come on, baby. Come on, baby. That's right. Stay right where you are and leave the locomotion us, folks. We'll take you from downtown Detroit to midtown Manhattan.
Where the Macy's Thanksgiving Parade continues with Christine Baranski and Jim Nance. We'll see you later.
Presenting the best minivan ever, the all-new Dodge Grand Caravan.
This is a national sales alert from Dodge. Effective immediately, get 4.9 APR financing on select all-new 2001 Dodge Caravans. 60-month financing can save you more than $2,400. So, see your Dodge dealer immediately. We now return you to your regularly scheduled commercial.
See the friendly Dodge dealer near you.
Gather round here for some fun and good cheering to the cool whip. Fa la 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 la, let's put $1, make it jolly to the cool whip. Don't back, don't be shy to the cool whip on the fire, 'cause the fun has just begun. To the cool whip, just wanna say, to the cool whip holiday. To the cool whip, oh cool whip, baby.
You're short of breath. There's pain in your chest. You may be having a heart attack. Now what do? Call an ambulance? Good. And take Bear Aspirin. It's now been proven that aspirin can do more than help prevent second heart attacks. Now Bear may actually help stop you from dying if you take it during a heart attack. Talk to your doctor now. Do you know where your Bear is? Bear. Take it for pain. Take it for life.
Boom, baby!
On December 15th, beware.
You threw off my groove.
You've thrown off the Emperor's groove.
What happened? I threw off the Emperor's groove. Whoa, no touching. The rhythm in which he lives his life. Oh, yeah. His pattern of behavior. Tasty. I threw it off. Now I feel really bad. Bad llama. No, throw off his groove.
Disney's The Emperor's New Groove, rated G.
Where's the groove?
In theaters December 15th.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Welcome back to the Big Apple. I'm Jim Nance.
And I'm Christine Baranski. We're sitting here at Columbus Circle right along the route of the world-famous Macy's Parade.
You know, as the parade moves by us, headed south down Broadway, it goes by all the legendary Broadway theaters, and then it reaches the spot that is along with Trafalgar Square in London, and Piazza San Marco in Venice, the most famous city space in the world. I'm talking about Times Square.
Times Square, the crossroads of the world, and waiting for us there is our person in the street, my welcome to New York buddy, Jim Gaffigan. Hey, Jim.
Hey, Christine.
Are you down there?
Yes, I am down here. It is exciting and electric here in Times Square. As Jim mentioned, Times Square is famous. An interesting fact, it's famous because time was invented right here in Times Square. Father Time lives in one of these buildings. Of course, it's very secretive. The parade route takes kind of a turn down here. We have one clown here. There's kind of a slowdown here. As we know, there's so many clowns in the parade. I, of course, find it kind of nice, but I have a personal fear of clowns. So
you have a personal fear of clowns?
Yes, so it makes it a little bit awkward for me.
Do you have trouble looking in the mirror then, Jim?
Hey, hold on. It is very exciting. Here we are, marching bands coming through. An interesting fact about the marching bands is they have to actually march from their home states, which made the Hawaiian contingent a very difficult task. They actually had to walk through the ocean. And there, of course, we've got Smokey the Bear, a very interesting person. Caught him smoking a cigarette early this morning, and kind of an interesting fact. Here we are in an exciting, you can feel the energy. As we know, these people are going to be they're staying here till New Year's Eve, so it's interesting. We've got some excitement here. Are you excited?
Oh, it's fabulous up here. Are you a little warmer down there than we are up here?
It is very cold, but the interesting fact is, Christine, very cold down here in Times Square, yet it still smells. Hello! Hello, very exciting.
Have you been doing interviews down there, Jim? Interviewing? Have you been interviewing people on the street?
I've been interviewing people. A lot of these people that are sitting under blankets, initially we thought they might be homeless. They're not. They're here to see the parade. That is right. Let's interview this young man down here, of course. He's made his own sign. And your name, sir?
Ryan.
Ryan has made a sign that says, Happy Fansgiving. Now, and of course, you're pointing out that it is America that the parade is taking, and of course, the cold. Nice addition, Ryan.
Thank you.
Now, where are you from, Ryan?
Connecticut?
Connecticut. And are you going to be having some turkey tomorrow?
No.
No. See, Ryan, a vegetarian and a sign maker. It's very exciting. We have a birthday down here. Someone's having a birthday, right? All right, this is very exciting. We've got a couple generations here. Grandma, mom, daughter, runaways. It's very amazing here. We've got a birthday. Happy birthday. Do you guys want to say hi to everyone back home? It is very exciting. Here we've got some people from Michigan. I myself am from Indiana, where, of course, Thanksgiving is Dia de Gracias. And I'm sure right now my brothers and sisters are heating up the Hot Pockets in anticipation of this late afternoon meal we'll be having. Very exciting stuff. Here we, of course, got the Animal Planet float. That is not a real crocodile. There's a lot of concern. Last year, they thought that was a real crocodile, and there was some concern about the crocodile being cold. So let's meet some more people. Of course, this man, our sign maker, Ryan, as you can see by his hat, he actually auditioned to be one of the jesters, and he was rejected. Sorry, Ryan. but that is all right. And that is it from Times Square. We will be back with more of America's Parade from Detroit coming right up.
To celebrate the launch of our new Everyday Kitchen collection, I'm having a little party, and I'm putting all my guests to work. Delicious sauce bomb. We've designed over 100 new utensils, chef-quality knives, and stainless steel pots, exclusively for Kmart.
Aunt Martha likes the green. Aunt Martha likes the yellow.
Aunt Martha likes to mix all the colors.
And all the new glasses.
Everything you need for everyday entertaining, from my table to yours.
Looking to save more and spend less this holiday season? With the Jeep Holiday Sale, you can do just that. Because now, when you buy a 2000 Grand Cherokee with low 0.9 financing, you can save up to $53.25 in finance charges. Or on a 2001 model, save up to $29.39 in finance charges with 4.9% financing. So take advantage of the Jeep Holiday Sale today for savings that let you spend more on a real holiday priority, yourself. Check one out at your Jeep dealer.
A facial? Well, how's 3 weeks from Thursday?
Sorry, she's booked.
Impossible.
Introducing Olay Daily Facials Cleansing Cloths.
Hold, please. Oh, I'm sorry. No, that's impossible.
Textured cloths proven to cleanse and massage like a facial. Also improves skin's condition day after day.
Sorry, she's booked.
Sorry, she's booked all month. I have an opening Sunday morning at 6 a.m.
New Daily Facials Cleansing Cloths from Olay. Proven to cleanse and exfoliate like a facial.
Life is just a bowl of cherries. Don't take it serious. Life's too mysterious. So keep repeating it's the berries.
Put a little smile in your day with the fresh fruit taste of Smuckers. With a name like Smuckers, it has to be good.
Life is just a bowl of cherries. So live and laugh at it all.
This great celebration.
So, Clarence,
Yes?
as the senior parade anchor here, tell me, how am I doing?
I'm just kidding. You're doing great.
Okay.
The minute you showed up today, I knew that you had what it takes to be a host of a parade.
Oh, yeah? What was that? I seemed calm. I seemed enthusiastic.
No, you had a coat on.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, I get to say hi. Hi, Rachel. Hi, Paul. Happy Thanksgiving.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. I love you.
Hi, Jennifer's mom and dad. She loves you.
Hi, Clarence's kids. It takes a big star like Danny Glover to stand out next to Flicker the Dragon, brought to life today thanks to Art Van Furniture Company.
Yeah. Danny is currently in the movie version of South African playwright Athol Fugard's Bozeman and Lena. But he's best known for the larger-than-life characters he plays in the Lethal Weapon series.
And speaking of large, Flicker is the biggest float ever to be in this parade. He's 60 feet long, 26 feet high, and weighs 3 tons. And he's also the first to be completely computerized.
Flicker.
Oh, he's cute.
Danny or the dragon?
Both.
Look at that little kid. Look at the little kid next to Danny. I saw him in the gym this morning. Jennifer, how up are you on your fairy tales? That's essential for a parade host. For example, the Parade Land Playhouse, sponsored by Masco Corporation, is based on the story of the 3 little pigs.
Okay, this little piggy went to market. This little piggy stayed home. This little piggy had roast beef.
No, wrong, Jennifer. No. These were the pigs who built the house to protect them from the wolf.
Oh, yeah. One built a house of straw, one built a house of sticks. But the only one that stood up to the wolf was the one made of bricks. And it's still standing, or rather rolling along today.
There you go. That's cute. Not bad.
That is cute. Oh, there's the village people.
There they are.
Wiggle your hair and wiggle your nose. We're ready to wiggle. Come on, wiggle all 10 toes. Wiggle all 10 toes. We can wiggle and wiggle. Wiggle at home without a care. Wiggle and wiggle. Wiggle on your runaway teddy bear. Wiggle and wiggle. Wiggle at breakfast, lunch, or tea. Wiggle.
At Thanksgiving time, school children all over the United States are retold the story of how the Pilgrims landed in the New World and set foot on Plymouth Rock.
It might be easier to get their attention with this version. Plymouth Rocks, rolling down the streets thanks to JBL.
Yeah, you know, the original rock went on a roll too. It was moved several times and even dropped once before put in its permanent home at the Plymouth waterfront.
Hey, look at that, Clarence. Who knew the Pilgrims could play the electric guitar?
That is incredible.
Wow.
Is she really playing that?
Yeah.
That's funny. She's got to hold that the whole parade route.
I wonder how heavy that is. Snazzy Pilgrim with some sequins. Today, Motown is Float Town. Still to come, Mother Goose.
And Dorothy, the Scarecrow, and the Tin Man. More fabulous creatures. We'll be right back, folks.
Saturday, love is in the air.
I'm gonna be married.
It's in the classroom.
Does love exist?
I don't know.
So how do you make love last?
Sacrifice.
Sacrifice. Sex.
It's a mystery Lydia DeLuca will try to solve.
I am not going to be alone.
An all-new That's Life, CBS Saturday.
Monday.
Hi.
If you're looking for a good babysitter, don't count on the King of Queens.
I got both legs in one hole. I don't know what to do here.
Followed by Monday's new hit comedy, Yes Dear. Then, warning, warning. This episode of Raymond is contagiously funny.
Look at the bloodshot eyes and the droopy cheeks.
That's his regular face.
And Becker bets he can quit smoking. No problem.
Do you realize that there are kids in third world countries who go to bed at night without cigarettes?
Don't miss the funniest night of all new comedy, CBS Monday.
Join Garth, Dolly, Vince, and your favorite stars at the Grand Ole Opry 75th, CBS tonight.
Introducing a whole new way to view shopping. At the new Steinmart, you'll find designer fashion, home accessories, and unique gifts all under one roof. It feels and shops like a department store with all the brand name merchandise you'd expect. In fact, there's really only one thing that separates Steinmart from those fancy department stores. The price. So come in during our grand opening celebration and see how much you can save.
What a pleasant surprise.
This is a test of the emergency alert system. LSU faces Arkansas Friday on Channel 4.
It would look kind of nutties when you're talking to an empty chair.
You know, I'd like to do this again, just to beat you to a punchline.
All right, let's get back to the parade. Two of the popular stories in the David Kirk's Miss Spider series are brought to enchanted life on this float, sponsored by Hudson's Department Stores.
The Tea Party is about Miss Spider's image problem. She laments, why do insects run away as they catch sight of me, when all that I am trying to do is ask them in for tea? But as you can see, several have accepted her invitation, convinced that she dines on flowers and not insects.
In the other story, the bright yellow arachnid acquires a new car, which she's motoring through the heart of Motown. I'd call that vehicle a definite buggy.
Kill me.
Look at those masks.
That's really well done.
Yeah, it's very nice. Masks are amazing. Last year they had Mother Goose has a long history of being part of America's parade since it began 75 years ago. The first ever float to lead that parade was Mother Goose. In those days, horses pulled her down the street, but today, she's motorized thanks to the sponsor CBS Drugs.
Take a look at who's riding with her. It's the children's all-time Hall of Famers, such as Humpty Dumpty, Jack who jumped over the candlestick, and Miss Muppet.
That's right, little Miss Muppet. All being serenaded by Wiggles, kitty favorites from Australia singing Hot Potato for their friends. We'll take a listen after I greet my friends, Chuck Norris, Cherie Wilson, oh my God, Mia and Judson, all members of the cast and the crew of Walker, Texas Rangers. Happy holidays, everybody. See you on Monday. Can I have a late call, please?
Hot potato, hot potato. Hot potato, hot potato. Hot potato, hot potato. Potato, potato, potato.
Just another example of Australian influx right here, folks. Hey, Dorothy! You're not in Kansas anymore. Get over it. Hello, Tin Man, Cowardly Lion, Scarecrow. You are out of Oz's zip code. Though I must admit, y'all look pretty happy to be here.
And today they ease on down the road, courtesy of the city of Detroit, and accompanied by Mayor Dennis Archer and his wife, Judge Trudy Duncombe Archer. And the route they're easing down is not quite the Yellow Brick Road, but Detroit's own Woodward Avenue.
This is Motor City, not Emerald City, folks, but I think the cheering crowds would agree that this town has been magical today.
Yeah, that's a great turnout, too.
Did you ever see this musical?
There's the Tin Man.
Did you ever see The Wiz? Did you ever see that musical?
No, I didn't.
Oh, it's great.
I've seen
Great.
the movie.
Man, that's your generation. Read the book
Read
first. Not bad weather, though. In just a minute, fans, you'll be returning to New York and more parade sights and sounds. By Monday morning, Jennifer will be boldly heading back to the Bold and the Beautiful.
That's right, and Clarence will be flying back to Walker, Texas Ranger. But first, we're going to dig into that turkey and pumpkin pie we've been talking about. Hope
right.
you are too.
right. All right, Rachel and Paul, see you, see you. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Jennifer and Clarence in Detroit. We love seeing that marvelous Motown merriment. Hey, you try that, Jim.
Marvelous Motown merriment. What an alliteration. All right, here's some more mirthful moments from Macy's 74th Thanksgiving Parade coming right up. Did it.
Looking to save more and spend less this holiday season? With the Jeep Holiday Sale, you can do just that. Because now, when you buy a 2001 Grand Cherokee with 4.9% financing, you can save up to $29.39 in finance charges. Or on Cherokee Sport, save up to $30.36 in finance charges with 3.9% financing. So take advantage of the Jeep Holiday Sale today for savings that let you spend more on a real holiday priority, yourself. Check one out at your Jeep dealer.
What do we know about her? Nothing.
Mama Bertolli is going to love you.
Is she good enough for a Bertolli? And what does she know about olives? Has she ever eaten an olive? I'm sure she doesn't even know the word.
Mama, Papa, meet olive.
Of course, Bertolli is the best loved olive oil in the world. It's the olives.
Imagine the fun. New musical Touch and Crawl Babies.
Hug a man, touch a man, hey, wait for me. Touch him again for lights and melody.
New musical Touch and Crawl Babies.
Mickey and Minnie crawling with me, imagine the fun.
Let the giving begin with 15 to 50% off store-wide and a free Disney snow globe at the JCPenney after Thanksgiving sale. Sale starts Friday, 7 a.m. It's all inside. Better arrive early. JCPenney.
Happy Thanksgiving again, everyone. Welcome back to New York City and CBS's celebration of the holiday. I'm Jim Nance, delighted to be right here with Christine Baranski today.
Hi, Jim. Coming at us live, the floats, balloons, falloons, and marching bands of New York's own Macy's Parade.
Let's pick up some more coverage here. And look, a balloon character making his third parade appearance. Fairly new for the parade, really, but for you folks who watch the TV cartoons, an old friend, maybe a young friend, really, the orange-haired boy genius, Dexter.
Yes, he's the star of the popular show Dexter's Laboratory, and you can call him a boy genius. Some might even call him a mad scientist. Either way, he's a really big kid. 58 feet long, 36 feet tall, and 26 feet wide, and his glasses alone are 23 feet wide. It's what you call wide-sighted.
Listen, he's got his own TV show, and I know I've already passed along my wishes to all of my CBS family members.
Oh, yeah, while I'm at it. Yeah, let me say hello and happy Thanksgiving to my cast and crew on Welcome to New York, and to all my friends and neighbors in Buffalo, New York, who are snowbound. Happy Thanksgiving.
Weren't there a couple camera guys you said?
Hey, yeah, wait a minute. Alex and Peter. Didn't I tell you I would say hello? And, of course, Barbara and Tom Wallace, our writers on Welcome to New York.
There you go.
And,
well
of course,
done.
my mom, who's sitting in a hotel room watching today.
Listen, with the New York Police Department marching band, we saw them for just a moment going by. They're wearing the blue uniforms of the New York City police officers, of course, except for the plain clothes and the cops. They wear something a little different.
Yeah, one of the tunes they'll be playing in the parade is 42nd Street, a song from the famous 30s movie musical of the same name. And 42nd Street is where Times Square is, where my Welcome to New York pal Jim Gaffigan is today, reporting to us on the holiday action during the parade.
You know, this marching band, I mean, you throw a parade in New York, and they're there. They play in the Fifth Avenue parades, like the St. Patrick's, the Columbus Day Parade. Every major parade in the city, they're there. We got a few parades in New York.
Like one every 10 minutes. What does that do to traffic?
Nothing quite like this one.
No, this is the best. This is the ultimate.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. And hey, to my amigos out there, all their families, Blaine and Fred. Good luck in the Skins game.
Yeah. But let's say thanks to Leslie Moonves, who's got my family here. Wonderful Thanksgiving Day celebration we're having in New York, thanks to CBS. Thank you, everyone in the CBS family, for making this such a special event for all of us.
And guess what?
Right.
That's Cassie. Cassie the Dragon from the PBS animated fantasy adventure series Dragon Tales. Took 1,000 yards of material to build Cassie. A lot of color too.
Yes, and if you've been to Dragonland, you know that Cassie is shy and sweet, the smallest, youngest, and brightest dragon in that mythical place. Of course, when you talk about parade balloons, small is a relative term. This Cassie is 40 feet high, 68 feet long, and 27 feet wide, and she's filled with 13,000 cubic feet of helium. I hope it's keeping her warm.
I think we got a break on this weather today, though. Yesterday, it was a lot colder to me yesterday.
4 years ago when I did this parade, it was so windy and cold. But I remember my mouth couldn't move very well to talk. But this has really been fun. It's been great being with you, Jim. I've really enjoyed co-hosting with you.
You're so kind. Thank you. I've loved it.
And your work is not over. You're going to have to
be with you now. I'm going to be with you every Wednesday from this. I have been anyway.
Wednesday.
Every Wednesday.
The Santaland Express. Woo!
You said Santa. Yeah, you're not kidding. Whistles are blowing, bells are ringing, steam is billowing. The Santaland Express.
Hey, a 40-foot-long steam locomotive pulling a 28-foot coal car filled with happy children. Not to mention Eben Bear and Edna Elf.
Always glad to see the Santaland Express in the parade. But I wonder who's minding the store up in Santaland. So much to do and only 4 weeks to do it, Christine.
Oh my gosh, I know. That sounds like you believe in old St. Nick. I'm delighted to hear that.
Of course I do, don't you?
Well, I may play a cynical New York TV executive producer on CBS, but at heart I'm still a wide-eyed kid waiting for Santa.
We all are. We all are. You never can lose that spirit.
Yep. Thanksgiving is somehow the very beginning of the Christmas season, isn't it? When we see Santa come in the Thanksgiving Day parade, we feel like, okay, the season has begun. The holiday season has truly begun.
Well, that was a neat shot for a moment to look down Central Park West and to see Barney headed this way.
Oh,
Clifford,
Barney.
the big red dog.
Yeah.
Look at this. And it's fun to be in one of those apartment buildings, too, 20 floors up or so, and have that perspective.
Yeah, but I remember
parade.
coming with my kids and like going in the park and sitting on these tall rocks and watching the balloons come around and turn onto Central Park West, making that big turn, that big U-turn. It was so exciting. No matter how you do it, it's always exciting.
Depending on the balloon. Now, this one right here looks like it has about, say, 20 people handling the balloon, but it's there are some, the larger ones will take some 50 people that will hold on to the rope so they're tethered to the balloon, and today they're having an easier day. The wind's certainly cooperated with us.
And you know what, this is Chloe the holiday clown that we're looking at now. She's over 28 feet tall and 18 feet wide, and this is her 7th appearance in the parade. Chloe is known as the guardian spirit of clowns everywhere.
She looks pretty happy.
Yep.
Hope she is. Well, Ronald making an appearance here. Ronald McDonald.
Well, is he big or what? He's got to be one of the biggest.
He's got a big heart. I know that, what he does for children's charities. I know that. I admire that. Big balloon with a bigger smile and a bigger heart.
Well, as always, this parade is a combination.
Need help sending gifts? We've got extra staff and longer hours to relieve that holiday stress. Just stop by your local mailboxes, etc. We'll take it from here. This holiday season, shop on eBay.com and get preferred pricing on shipping from mailboxes, etc.
Is your asthma really under control?
Yes, but I still get short of breath.
And you wake up at night wheezing and coughing.
I just use my fast-acting inhaler.
But you use it almost every day.
Is that what you call control? Ask your doctor if Flovent is right for you. Prescription Flovent twice a day helps control the inflammation that can cause everyday asthma symptoms. Even helps improve lung function. Flovent won't replace fast-acting inhalers for sudden attacks. People switching from an oral steroid like prednisone to Flovent, an inhaled steroid, need to be especially careful. While adjusting to the switch, your body is not as able to heal after surgery, infection, or serious injury. See your doctor if your asthma does not improve.
Now this is asthma control.
Thanksgiving Day. Only at Kmart. Buy a Walk and Wag Dalmatian or any $20 purchase of 102 merchandise and get 2 kids passes to Disney's 102 Dalmatians, only in theaters and only at Kmart.
You never know what surprises the holidays will bring. That's why Farmers Insurance is all about getting things back to normal. Isn't that what insurance is supposed to do? Farmers, get you back where you belong.
Happy holiday, everyone. I'm Christine Baranski with Jim Nance, welcoming you back to the Macy's Thanksgiving Parade.
You know, Christine, when visitors come to the city to see the parade or just walk the streets, they may not realize just how many famous movie locations they're passing. For example, just to the north of us on the parade route, the building, again, used for the exteriors of Ghostbusters, but really, you know, everywhere there are movie sets to be found.
It's one big movie set. Not far to the east of us, Clark's Bar, that was immortalized in the classic The Lost Weekend, and right near that, the subway grating that made Marilyn Monroe's skirt billow in the 7-Year Itch. And of course, I was in Reversal of Fortune, which we shot just up the street here on Central Park West.
And downtown a ways, the coffee shop where Robert De Niro tried to straighten out Jodie Foster in Taxi Driver. The city's, again, just one great big movie set. But right now, the main feature is the Macy's Parade. And let's enjoy some more of it with the Millennium Snoopy.
Oh, wow. My favorite. I think my favorite. He's one of the annual delights of the parade, a favorite old figure that keeps coming back in new guises. But of course, that doesn't fool any of us. It's the same lovable Snoopy. We'll now call him the Millennium Snoopy.
2000 was a landmark year for all of us. A special year, though, for Snoopy, because he celebrated his 50th birthday.
I don't see a single wrinkle on him.
He and his pals and Charles Schulz's classic cartoon strip Peanuts first appeared on October 2nd, 1950. Sadly, though, you know, this year we lost Mr. Schulz, the incredible man.
But his characters will live with us forever. For Snoopy, 50 dog years is more like 350 human years. So he really is an old dog, but you can teach him new tricks.
I knew you were going to say that.
Well, he's appeared in this parade as Millennium Snoopy, Aviator Snoopy, Astronaut Snoopy, and as 2 different skater Snoopies.
This year, in his festive party hat and noisemaker, some 47 feet tall and 16,000 feet of helium holding him up. And I talked about the handlers earlier. He does, in fact, need 50 handlers to hold him down and all.
But you know what? It's easier for them today because it's not that windy. It's really hard on those people when the wind is kicking up. But look how gracefully he's gliding down that canyon, down the streets of New York.
Heading down Broadway.
Heading down Broadway.
Snowmen everywhere.
Yep. What's so exciting about the parade is it's a lot of Thanksgiving, but then it's Christmas. You see the beginnings of Christmas.
Well, we're hearing the band of Cheshire High School, Connecticut.
This float is called Snow Family Holiday, and it's making its 5th trip down the parade route. And it's 41 feet long and 22 feet wide, and it features a snow family.
Yep, you can see Mrs. up there and Junior with those 16 snowflake characters as escorts. The Snow Family debuted 1996 and had the honor of being the first animated cold air balloon. Half balloon, half
float. Right. Now here's a bit of parade history. The first balloons appeared back in 1990, and they were Paddington Bear and the Wicked Witch from The Wizard of Oz. I want to be on a falloon. I want to be a falloon someday. What about you, Jim?
Oh, man, maybe we'll try that next year.
Maybe we could like be balloons next year. We have a balloon made.
And again, being escorted by the Cheshire High School Marching Ram Band.
All right. That's from Jim's current home state, Connecticut.
Yours too.
Yes, I'm a Connecticut lady. And it's the Cheshire High School Marching Ram Band, 150 musicians, 15 flag bearers, and 10 rifles. This band marched in the Rose Parade in 1999 and the Presidential Inaugural Parade in 97. And they won both the 1998 and 1999 U.S. Scholastic Band Association Division IV Open Championship. That's a mouthful.
Speaking of Connecticut, happy Thanksgiving greeting to the Mitchell family, the Petersons, the McCarricks, all my
Hey, yeah,
friends,
and the
your Uncle
Stevens
Tom.
family in Connecticut. My friends Sue and Rob and their daughters, Kate and Laura.
Listen, while we're in a flag-waving mood, here's one of the great symbols of America, and of course the local landmark, the Statue of Liberty, the real lady in the harbor, stands on Liberty Island, which is not that far from us. In fact, we could elevate ourselves about 100 stories from this scaffolding in Columbus Circle. We might have a pretty good view of the real lady.
Yep, the replica of the head, shoulders, and tablet of the lady is 21 feet high, 19 feet long, and 15 feet wide, and she's surrounded by a ring of stars and draped, of course, in red, white, and blue.
Hey, you know who's on that float?
Who?
The fine, in fact, better than fine, the outstanding American figure skater, Michelle Kwan.
Oh, wow.
The world champion. She's going to be competing for Olympic gold in Salt Lake in 2002. Oh, looky here.
I think we have the pièce de resistance coming up, as they say. When Thanksgiving comes, can Christmas be far behind? Just in case there's someone who doesn't know the answer, here it is. Coming to you direct from the North Pole, Santa's sleigh. Of course, Santa brings with him candy canes and Christmas trees, elves, and holiday treats.
My little 6-year-old munchkin, my little girl Caroline, has been talking for days about seeing Santa at the parade. Actually a little nervous about it, but there he is, sweetie, so enjoy. And the reindeer are there too, and I bet you know the names.
Oh, let me see if I know. Okay, hold on. Dasher and Dancer, Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid, Donner and Blitzen. That's just because I did the Grinch. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. So I've been living with Christmas for a long time now, making that movie.
Yeah, what a fun one, too.
Oh, yeah. I hope everyone goes to see it. Jim Carrey is amazing in this movie.
And you are, too.
Thank
I might
you.
add.
We
and
had some
congratulations
great fun.
again on that success. And, hey, the Grinch kind of has a thing for you. I don't want to, give this away. But
Yeah, can you believe being the Grinch's girlfriend?
Oh, is that an honor or what? I don't know. How do you take that?
Well, I wear some great outfits, that's for sure. And this has been one exciting day. To have watched this parade as a little girl in Buffalo and then to be hosting it up here with you, Jim, has been a singular thrill.
Listen, we've got more parade coverage coming up here on this All-American Thanksgiving Parade Day on CBS, and we've got football behind that with the
That's right.
Patriots,
You're on your way,
Lions.
aren't you?
Well, about an hour. No, I'm going to have 3 minutes when we close out this show.
You are a working man today, Jim.
3 minutes to hook up from this corner of Central Park down to the corner by Fifth Avenue. I'm going to be a little winded. And Rudolph, maybe I'll let Rudolph escort me there.
I'm going back to my room at the hotel, having hot chocolate, taking a hot bath, and I'm going to watch you.
Listen, we have more coming up. First, though, we've got a whole lot more of the CBS All-American Thanksgiving Parade from Waikiki Beach, Opryland, and the Big Apple. Coming up.
Dear comfy consumer, if you think soft is all that matters in toilet paper, dream on. I'm Kleenex Cottonelle toilet paper, and my thick ripples go beyond soft to leave you feeling fresh, dry, and confidently clean. Now that's a dream come true. Kleenex Cottonelle. When you think of clean, think of me.
How do we know these toys from Radio Shack are exactly what kids want? We test them. There's Dragon Ball Z Pinball, Elmo's Music Maker, the Barbie Cash Register, a real talking computer, and the Grinch sleigh game, and bang, there's even a car like in the movie. Only at Radio Shack. Okay, test over. I said test over. Kids.
Toys, each sold separately, batteries not included. From Radio Shack.
Diamonds are like men. Some are flawed.
White diamonds from Elizabeth Taylor.
But isn't that what makes them interesting?
This Elizabeth Taylor doll. Yours for $38 at fine fragrance counters.
Look! All new ready-to-bake cookies from Pillsbury. Cookie-shaped dough you simply place and bake. There's never been an easier way to bake warm, gooey chocolate chip cookies.
Our eyes have their own moisturizers, natural tears. So we took essential ingredients found in natural tears, added more moisturizers than any leading eye drop, and put them in Visine Tears. Visine Tears replenishes our eyes' natural moisture, bringing soothing relief to dry, scratchy eyes. Visine Tears, it gets the dry out. And now there's Visine for contacts. It re-wets lenses and refreshes your eyes.
Happy holiday, everyone. Welcome back to the CBS Skybox here in New York City. I'm Christine Baranski, and I especially love Thanksgiving because it's such a family holiday. A time for getting together with loved ones and eating turkey and scuffling through falling leaves or snow. And of course, watching football. If you supply the loved ones, the turkey and the leaves, I promise CBS will supply the football. We have a great NFL matchup scheduled today, and who better to tell us about it than Jim Nance.
Thank you, Christine. And look who joined me, my teammates from the NFL today. I'll be saddling up alongside them at 12 noon Eastern time today before the Lions and the Patriots on CBS. Happy Thanksgiving, Mike Ditka, Jerry Glanville.
Thank you.
Your first Macy's parade, Coach?
It's my first one, except the ones I've watched on TV.
What do you think?
I'm excited because you're doing it with Christine. That's nice.
Jerry, you've been to parades back in your days growing up in Perrysburg, Ohio, and the Detroit area as well.
In fact, we're going to have the Detroit parade on CBS, aren't we?
Yeah, it's on. Yeah, we've been enjoying it.
Shot of that thing. That was fun. Growing up, Thanksgiving in Detroit, the big thing was the Detroit Lions going to that football game, and I used to get on that. They used to have streetcars in those days, and go down to Tiger Stadium and get to see that game.
And Coach, what are some of your Thanksgiving memories?
Well, I think really it's just about Mom. I think my mom, to me, she's the greatest cook in the world. The turkeys. I want to say hello to my mother, my brother, Ash, Linda, David, all my family. I want to wish them a happy Thanksgiving and tell them that I love them and I love everybody. Really, you wouldn't believe that from me, but I do love everybody. I love everybody. I even love you. You know how you judge your mom? And if I love you, that's good. Yeah, it is good. You judge your mom by how good a dressing she can make. She can make good dressing. You got a good mom.
You got some Thanksgiving wishes out there yourself?
Yeah, I want to say, a happy Thanksgiving to my brother and his lovely wife, Judy. Rich and Judy in Perrysburg, Ohio. They're not here, but my family's here. My family came here with me, so we're going to...
Brenda and Justin are here.
They're all here.
And Rich and Judy, I want to say hello to them also.
They're your biggest fans.
Hey.
In fact, they may be your only fans.
You might be right. Hey, at noon today, Eastern time, the NFL Today, Drew Bledsoe, we're going to learn about the Drew Foundation for Kids, and Luther Ellis of the Lions, just a remarkable guy and what he does for charity. And Bobby Flay's going to cook Thanksgiving dinner for us, guys.
And deep-fried turkey.
Deep-fried turkey. Ever tried that before?
New Orleans.
Do you like that? You like the deep-fried turkey?
It's excellent, but it's got to be done right. I'm gonna check Bobby out. If he does it wrong,
You're gonna be right in his face.
Chef in, right. Don't pull that turkey out to that little red button pops out. That's right.
Well, listen, Jerry, Mike, thanks for stopping by at the parade. I'm going to be dashing over there as soon as this ends. I got 3 minutes to get there, and of course, Craig James and Randy Cross will be with us. We're going to have some fun today.
Happy Thanksgiving to you.
Thanks,
You're the
Coach.
best, brother.
Thank you, Jerry.
Jimmy.
Mike.
God bless.
Love you too.
Both
of
you.
Thank you. Let's go back to Christine.
Thanks, Jim. Can't wait. But let's not suit up just yet. Not before we head off to Hawaii and more of the dazzling Aloha Parade coming right up.
There's a new prescription treatment called Remicade that could change your life by giving you lasting relief from the pain and stiffness of rheumatoid arthritis. Your doctor may add Remicade if you are on methotrexate already and not responding well. You take 1 dose of Remicade every 8 weeks after the first 3 doses. Of course, Remicade is not for everyone. Serious infections requiring hospitalization have been reported. If you are prone to or have a history of infections, currently have one, or develop one while taking Remicade, tell your doctor right away. There's a risk of serious infusion reactions with hives, difficulty breathing, and low blood pressure. Ask your rheumatologist about Remicade, or call today.
Tomorrow is the most important day of the most important time of the year. So Sears opens at 7, and we've cut prices, especially on the things that sparkle. Like all fine jewelry, 40 to 50% off. And tomorrow only, we're taking off an extra 15% on all fine jewelry. The holidays only come once a year, but if you do it right, that's enough. Sears, give the good life at a great price, guaranteed.
Transportation advances again. The re-engineered, redesigned Chrysler Town & Country. The best minivan ever. During the Chrysler Holiday Sale, get 4.9 financing on Town & Country LX or low lease rates.
Happy Thanksgiving and welcome back to the CBS All-American Thanksgiving Parade. I'm Jim Nance with Christine Baranski here in New York City.
Jim, as a host and sportscaster, you get to travel a lot. Been to Hawaii?
Yeah, no, I actually have. I went 14 straight years. It's my favorite place, but it's still not often enough, Christine.
Well, do you know where Kalakaua Avenue is?
Yeah, I
Is that
do.
it?
Actually,
Did I say it right?
Oh, I sure do. You sent it right along.
Oh, okay.
It's right along Waikiki Beach.
All right. And do you know who's there right now?
I have a hunch it might be Michael Park and Michelle Stafford, who are basking in the sun and the spectacle of the Aloha Parade.
And the warm?
That sounds awful attractive right now, doesn't it? We haven't dropped in on them for about an hour, so let's see what they're up to now.
Aloha! Well, Michael and I have been very busy while you've been gone. Well, first, I learned to surf, hiked up Diamond Head Crater, and paddled to Maui to watch the whales.
Yes, and I took a flight to Hawaii's Big Island, watched the volcano erupt, which was absolutely beautiful, and windsurfed on Kauai.
Actually, no, we've both been right here. Yeah. Saving a space for you in the sand to view more of the spectacular Aloha Floral Parade. In keeping with the Aloha Festival's parade theme, a gift of beautiful leis is the Honolulu Korean Chamber of Commerce parade entry.
A giant floral lei creation embraces this float, which also displays traditional wood masks used in Korean cultural performances.
The women on the float depicts the joy of the tradition of giving and receiving a floral lei. The hair of these women, one Korean and one Hawaiian, was created from coconut husk fiber.
Much as yours is.
Yes.
Anyway, their faces are made from brown rice and their ruby red lips from dried cranberries. Left over from last Thanksgiving, I presume?
I presume.
Maybe. This hula features the uli uli, or feather gourd's hula implement. The red and yellow colors were the royal colors of Hawaii.
On its way before you, a rainbow of colors representing each of the 8 major islands in the Hawaiian chain.
The Pa'u riders of Hawaii are equestrians who have preserved the finest traditions of horsemen from around the globe.
First, representing the island of Niihau.
From Hawaii's island of discovery, Kauai, dressed in the island color of purple, the horse leighs are done in the humupapa, or hand-stitched style of lei making.
Representing the island of Oahu, where we are now, this elegant equestrians are adorned in the glorious orange color of the island's flower, the fragile Alina blossom.
Do you realize, Michelle, that these special island units are passing before us exactly as the islands appear on the map? Niihau, Kauai, Oahu, and up next would be...
Any snorkeler would be able to tell you that the next island is actually an islet, Molokini.
Hawaiian's forbidden island, Kaho'olawe, is the smallest of the Hawaiian islands.
From the secluded island of Lanai, once known as Hawaii's Pineapple Island.
Wearing the island's official flower, the Kaunaoa vine, and dressed in pa'u, or skirts. From Hawaii's friendly island, Mo'oka'i, draped in the island color of green, the princess is flanked by attendants who are her sisters.
From the magic island of Maui, dressed in the pink color of the island flower, the Lokelani, or rose.
From Hawaii's big island in vibrant red that pays tribute to the natural lava fireworks of Hawaii's most active volcanoes, please welcome this equestrian pop unit. The pride of Oahu's North Shore, the 85-member strong Kahuku High School Red Raiders Marching Band. This year celebrating its 31st anniversary as one of Hawaii's finest high school band ensembles.
This very talented group of young musicians placed first in the international division in Japan's Midosuji Parade in Osaka, Japan, and they've represented Hawaii in the Tournament of Roses Parade in Pasadena.
Playing crowd favorites Tahiti Tahiti and Hulala'ie, the award-winning Kahuku High School Band. To thank our Hawaiian ohana, or family, for sharing their wonderful hospitality with us. We're talking, of course, of the legendary Royal Hawaiian and Sheraton Waikiki Hotel.
Yes, thanks to Aloha Festivals and to another of Hawaii's treasures of Aloha, designer Mamo Howell, for making us look and feel so Hawaiian.
And to the people of Hawaii for sharing the spirit that makes the island so special. Mahalo and aloha.
We're going to go back to Waikiki, but tonight join me and my co-host Vince Gill, along with Garth, Trish, Reba, Allen, Loretta, Martina, and George Jones. There's just too many people to mention, but we're going to salute the best of the old and the new as we celebrate the 75th anniversary of the Grand Ole Opry tonight on CBS.
CBS Tonight. Give thanks. Have faith. Music sensation Faith Hill stars in her first network special ever.
Thank you so much.
With guest Tim McGraw. It's a concert you don't want to miss.
It'll be a feast for your ears.
Faith tonight on CBS. It's all here.
Nick Jr.'s on CBS so your kids can watch with you.
Nick Jr.'s have more for you to sing, sing, sing.
Every weekend on CBS.
Just for me.
I always dreamed of being a quarterback. Coach Pagano once told me, team and attitude, Tony, that's what it's all about. He wanted me to play offensive line. I want to thank coaches like Coach Pagano who make all the difference.
Happy Thanksgiving from all of us at CBS.
Goslo's, New Orleans' leading furrier for 21 years. We're in the middle of Markdown Madness. Fabulous furs can now be yours, and leather, too, at Markdown Madness prices.
All right. Cool. Mom's home. Quick, wrap them back up.
With Duck Brand One-Touch Tape, you can tape things with one hand. Just roll on and lift to cut any length you need.
You weren't peeking, were you?
Not on my watch. Got gifts to wrap? Get the duck to do it. Whack.
We get really dry skin.
Dry, itchy skin.
And ordinary moisturizers just aren't enough.
For dry, itchy skin, these moisturizers all fall short of Gold Bond Medicated Lotion. Triple Action Gold Bond moisturizes, protects, and stops itch.
With Gold Bond, the dryness is gone.
The itch is gone.
Gold Bond Medicated Body Lotion. More than a moisturizer, it's medicated. And now there's a Gold Bond Lotion for sensitive skin. New fragrance-free sensitive skin Gold Bond Lotion with dimethicone plus aloe, vitamin E, and oatmeal. Gold Bond Relief as sensitive as you.
The Patriots take on the Lions. Today at 11:30 on WWL-TV Channel 4, home of Super Bowl 35.
This is Miss Hawaii Hula, Liana Green, who has been winning hula competitions and beauty competitions since she was a child.
She is performing to Nani Ao Eva. This award-winning song is sung by her 12-year-old niece.
Jeremiah, that famous bullfrog from Three Dog Nights, is spending Thanksgiving relaxing in Hawaii, created from 2 kinds of moonbeams. He is awakened from his nap by a butterfly.
This butterfly's wings were created using lentil beans, beetroot powder, and yellow melon seeds.
Close to 17,000 flowers and 24 varieties of blue status were used in the creation of this wonderful entry from the Rotary Clubs of Hawaii. Listen, I just want to take a moment to wish my family at The Young and the Restless a happy Thanksgiving. My message is, I'm in Hawaii and you're not.
Please welcome the Moanalua High School Menehune Marching Band and Color Guard.
The Menehunes, named after the mystical Hawaiian leprechauns, have made musical magic around the world, representing Hawaii at the Pasadena Tournament of Roses Parade, Carnegie Hall in New York City, and in concerts throughout Osaka, Japan. Maroon, white, and gold signals the arrival of the 200-member Castle High School Marching Knights Band and Color Guard.
The Marching Knights have represented Hawaii in some big-time parade events around the world. The Rose and Orange Bowls and the Tokyo Disney World Parade. The Haneda Mikoshi, known for its unique carrying, lifting motion for Yukoto Katsugi. Mikoshi is a shrine that embodies the spirit of a nature god. Each year, a festival is held for this god for prosperity and health.
And carrying this down the 3-mile parade route is no easy task, Michael. The Mikoshi weighs close to 1,000 pounds. You could do that, couldn't you?
By myself.
The Atlantic High School War Eagle Marching Band traveled from Delray Beach, Florida to be here today.
This band has performed at the Fiesta Bowl, Sugar Bowl, and at the Kennedy Center in Florida.
For a musical flight of fancy, the Atlantic High School Band.
From floral floats to parade floats that, well, float.
Love. Stay tuned for the Opryland Aqua Parade coming up next from Nashville, Tennessee. The palm trees are swaying, and so are the hula dancers.
Spending time in Hawaii has made my world turn just a little brighter, Michelle. How about you?
Well, you know, Michael, I could get used to being young and restless on Waikiki Beach.
I'm young and restless already. Unfortunately, it's back to work for both of us on Monday morning. Where are you going to have Thanksgiving turkey, Michelle?
Well, I'm going to fly back to Los Angeles and up into the snow with my family for Thanksgiving.
Outstanding. I myself, I'm going to be here with my wife and my 2 kids, Christopher and Kathleen. We're going to have a great time.
Oh, well. Let's say goodbye, Michael.
No. Let's not say goodbye. Let's just say
Aloha, America. Happy Thanksgiving from Hawaii.
Aloha, Michelle and Michael, from Jim Nance and me. You know, it's over 4,000 miles from the Pacific waters of Waikiki Beach to the waters of Opryland Aqua Parade down in Nashville.
But Christine, in the wonderful world of television, you can make that trip in the twinkling of an eye or just the push of a button. And with that button come floats, country music, dancing, and even a visit from Santa in a very special reindeer, too. It's coming right up.
Let the giving begin with 15 to 50% off store-wide and a free Disney Snow Globe at the JCPenney after Thanksgiving sale. Sale starts Friday, 7 a.m. It's all inside. Better arrive early. JCPenney.
Pepperidge Farm Milano cookies. Rich chocolate, exquisite cookies. Sharing is overrated. Pepperidge Farm. Never have an ordinary day.
Catch!
When you've got a buddy, you've got a friend. You've got a friend. Someone to stay with you till the end.
9, 10, ready or not, here I come.
Playing with the real llama isn't much fun. Playing with this llama is lots of fun. Disney's The Emperor's New Groove is now on PlayStation. Rated E for everyone.
Let's be friends.
PlayStation.
What's all the rage in Paris? The latest trend to take the fashion world by storm? New Rugrats talking watches, now $1.99 at Burger King. In 4 bold, vibrant colors, featuring the cast from Rugrats in Paris, the movie, only in theaters. Available for the ready-to-wear price of $1.99 each with any value mail.
Wow! Isn't this neat? Hurry up! I want it on the runway!
She's such a prima donna.
Good morning. You're here to try new Aleve Cold and Sinus.
My sinuses are clogged.
My head hurts, too.
Well, the challenge is you only get 1 pill.
Pill?
But the minute your symptoms return, come tell me. Thanks. See you soon. Okay. Hi. It wore off?
No, I feel great. Can I have one for my husband?
Take the 1 pill challenge. New Aleve Cold and Sinus.
Happy holiday, everybody, and welcome back to the CBS All-American Thanksgiving Parade. I'm Jim Nance.
And I'm Christine Baranski. Funny thing about country music, you don't have to be from Nashville to love it. I adore it, and I'm from Buffalo. 2 of the biggest country music markets anywhere are Brooklyn, New York, and Newark, New Jersey. Did you know that?
Is that true?
It's true.
Really true. Listen, the other side of that coin is there's much more to Nashville than just country music. Take the Opryland Aqua Parade, for example, with those floats cruising down the Delta.
It's amazing.
And the fabulous Tennessee Titan cheerleaders.
And the great Tennessee State University Band, and that fine country hit maker, Toby Keith. I can hardly wait.
You don't have to, because we're going to go right down to Nashville and Toby Keith and the reigning Miss USA, Lynette Cole.
Well, hi, Jimmy and Christine, and happy Thanksgiving. Toby and I want to welcome you all to Nashville, home of the world-famous Grand Ole Opry and the Opryland Hotel.
And what a fine old time we've got waiting. It's the first Opryland Aqua Parade of the new millennium, coming down the Delta with floats that really float, and of course sitting right next to me, Miss USA. This lovely lady who happens to be a Tennessee lady, Lynette Cole.
Thanks, Toby, and I do feel right at home. I feel like you and I are family. I saw you right here on CBS singing up a storm on the CMA Awards.
Well, of course, I was cheering for you when you won the Miss USA crown, also here on CBS. Guess that makes us network cousins.
Well, Cousin Toby, this fun is about to start. A wonderful floats, exciting music, and of course, Mr. Toby Keith doing his huge hit, How Do You Like Me Now, just for us.
Hey, don't forget our special guest with the shiny nose, Rudolph. And right now, to kick things off, a float that does more than float, it rocks.
Float is sponsored by the Opryland Hotel, which is where we are right now.
It's called the Aristocrat of Bands. The 144 musicians, cheerleaders, and drum majors of the fabulous Tennessee State University Band.
band is 54 years old.
One of the students in 1961 was Edward L. Graves, who is now the band director.
Wow, what a band. They really rock.
That's what they mean by putting it all together.
Did you say that because you knew it was the name of this next float that's coming by us?
Just a lucky guess. Actually, Toby, the full name of this float is Putting It All Together for Christmas. And it's sponsored by Bell South.
Hey, Brandon, what did you find? Here's my favorite tree. With its smoking stack. Let's put it all together, track by track. Put it all together, get ready for
Those youngsters in front of that store window are putting those blocks together. They're all outstanding students at Ross Elementary School here in Nashville.
Look what I found! Hey, let's take a guess. What's inside the box? Maybe it's a TV or just a pair of socks. Putting it all together. I hope I get a bike. Putting it all together. Or what about a kite? Putting it all together. Christmas is so much fun. Putting it all together. Putting it all together. Putting it all together.
On our next float, here's that lovely and talented country singer Sonia Isaacs. The float is titled Christmas Romance. It's a pretty picture, isn't it? A picture sponsored appropriately enough by Fujifilm.
The song Sonia is doing is about love. I think we better listen.
Got starch in your pants, ice for your hands, books on your head, holding your breath, so afraid of falling. So you walk on a wire over the fire, your balance and act is still intact as you keep on stalling. And you've got to take a leap and let your feelings show. Just loosen up and you'll get used to letting go. Oh, that's what love does. You must understand the laws of gravity do not apply to love. Woo! Merry Christmas, everybody!
And we've got more holiday fun ahead with the smash hit you heard on the CMA Awards special on CBS, How Do You Like Me Now? Sung so brilliantly by the dashing young man who sits right next to me, Toby Keith.
And I'm real happy to be here, but before I get to do my thing, the Opryland dancers will give you the best advice you could want at holiday time. Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
Great advice and a great song. Coming up.
They're calling you. The places you want to be. The things you want to do. But you're not going to get there until you finish this stuff. That's why there's True Value. We get you in and out fast. Because the sooner you get done, the sooner you can get back to this thing called your life. True Value.
And right now, come in for one of True Value's 12 gifts of Christmas. A folding sports armchair with carrying case is just $12.99. True Value. Help is just around the corner.
When we visit the people who inspired Post-Select cereals, we expect strong opinions.
You know, I like the almonds and I like the crunchy clusters, but it's my cranberries that make this stuff.
We don't expect objective ones. Cranberry Almond Crunch, it's one of the Post-Selects.
When I first started losing my hair, I panicked. Then I heard about new Grozan, and now my hair is thicker than ever.
Still going. Long-lasting Energizer batteries keep going and going and going.
and 2 reasons to visit the Disney store this holiday.
For sinus sufferers, it can start with a twinge or perhaps a slight pressure. For everyone, there's a signal. Your sinuses are gonna be trouble. Don't let it happen. Take Sudafed at the first sign. Untreated sinus pressure can escalate to pain. But now, taking Sudafed at the first sign releases pressure, so symptoms don't get worse.
The first sign of pressure, that's my signal.
Stop sinus pain before it starts. Take non-drowsy Sudafed at the first sign.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone, and welcome back to the one, the only Aqua Parade. Here in Nashville, I'm Toby Keith with the reigning Miss USA, Lynette Cole.
And how great it is to be spending the holiday on the Delta, here with a man who has scored 6 #1 country hits.
Lynette, this is not all that far from your hometown either. You're from Columbia, Tennessee?
That's right, only about 40 miles down the road. That almost makes Nashville my hometown, but enough about me. Here come the Opryland dancers with, well, call it advice, call it an order, call it season greetings, call it a great tune to dance to. Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. Once again, as in olden days, happy golden days of yours. Faithful friends who are dear to us will be near to us once more. The years we all will be together if the fates allow. Hang a shining star upon the highest bough and have yourself a merry little Christmas now. The years we all will be together if the fates allow. Hang a shining star upon the highest bough and have yourself a merry little Christmas now. Merry Christmas.
And this float is brought to you by the folks at Big Idea.
Aboard are 2 of the lead characters from the popular children's video series, VeggieTales, Bob the Tomato and Larry the Cucumber, who are thrilled to be honorary grand marshals of this Aqua Parade. The first veggies, I might add, ever to achieve that distinction.
I can't believe it's Christmas. Been dreaming of a sugar plum thing. Can't believe it's Christmas. Oh boy, it's finally here.
Now, wait a minute. I only got one package today, and it's for house number 4. Now, let's see, which one's house number 4?
Oh, oh, away we go with rosy cheeks and hearts a-glowing. Hey, hey, our favorite day, it makes us wanna cheer. Yo ho, we love the snow. We know we will be moving. Yeah, hey, we're glad to say that Christmas time is here. We can't believe it's Christmas. Been waiting for a million hours. Can't believe it's Christmas. Oh, what a happy day. We can't believe it's Christmas. Took 14 baths and 18 showers. Can't believe it's Christmas. And now it's time to play. We can't believe it's Christmas. We think we're finally getting something. Can't believe it's Christmas. Our favorite time of year. We can't believe it's Christmas. Been dreaming of a sugar plum. We can't believe it's
Toby doesn't like to brag on himself, so I'm going to do it for him. I think I told you he's had 6 #1 country hits. But did I mention the Platinum album and the 4 Golds? Or the Grammy, the CMA, and ACM nominations? Of course, you know his hit album, How Do You Like Me Now? How would you like to hear him do that title song right now? Well, it's unanimous. Toby, do it.
Happy Thanksgiving from the South. Yeah, I was always a crazy one that broke into the stadium. I wrote your number on the 50-yard line. You were always a perfect one and a valedictorian. So under your number I wrote call for a good time. I only wanted to get your attention, but you overlooked me somehow. Besides, you had too many boyfriends to mention. I played my guitar too loud. How do you like me now? How do you like me now? Now that I'm on my way, you still think I'm crazy, standing here today. I couldn't make you love me, but I always dreamed about living in your radio. How do you like me now? Yeah, when I took off to Tennessee, I heard that you made fun of me. Never imagined I'd make it this far. And you married into money, girl. Ain't it a cruel and funny world? Well, he took your dreams and he tore them apart. And he never comes home and you're always alone. And your kids hear crying down the hall. Alarm clock starts ringing. Who could that be singing? It's me, baby, with your wake-up call. How do you like me now? How do you like me now? Now that I'm on my way, you still think I'm crazy, standing here today. I couldn't make you love me, but I always dreamed about living in your radio. How do you like me now? Thanksgiving, and here come the holidays from Nashville, Tennessee. Yeah. Woo. Thank you. I think they do like me now. We'll be right back with more Aqua Parade excitement right after this.
Power Wheels by Fisher-Price with a full-year bumper-to-bumper warranty. Don't you wish you had one when you were a kid?
Let the giving begin with 15 to 50% off store-wide and a free Disney snow globe at the JCPenney after Thanksgiving sale. Sale starts Friday, 7 a.m. It's all inside. Better arrive early. JCPenney.
By now, your Gerber baby can tell you what she wants, but she can't tell you what she needs. Now's the time for Gerber Graduates. Easy-to-eat, nutritious foods made just for growing toddlers. Just what they need right now. Like cereal snack and squares, a good source of iron, zinc, and calcium. The right nutrition at the right time, with a light taste of vanilla they'll love.
Thank you.
Shouldn't your toddler still be a Gerber baby?
I had some gas. I was kind of ashamed of it. I didn't want to go out at all.
For serious gas, there's new Phazyme Ultra with more gas medicine than ever before.
Works just like that. Thank you, Phazyme.
Try new Phazyme Ultra.
This is how the story goes of Rhonda and her runny nose. Anytime a tissue neared, Rhonda's nose ran with fear. Oh, but little nose, said Mother. These are new puffs, with tiny enchanted pillows, the secret of puffs soft as touch. And as Little Nose ran back home relieved, the moral, a nose in need deserves puffs indeed.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I'm Christine Baranski here in the CBS Skybox at Columbus Circle in New York City. In a few moments, we'll all be going back to the fun of the Aqua Parade down in Nashville. But right now, for an update on the holiday climate in Times Square, the charming guy who plays the weatherman I was smart enough to hire on Welcome to New York, Jim Gaffigan.
Jim Gaffigan back here in Times Square. It is really exciting. As we know, Jim and Christine, I have a deep-seated fear of clowns, and there are over 1,500 clowns in this parade. I had an opportunity to talk to one of these frightening clowns, and I was very surprised to find the clown very silly, very engaging, and very clowny in their behavior. Of course, we have the America Sings. They're singing American songs, keeping the emphasis of nationalism in Thanksgiving, which is so important. It's very interesting also, the marching band members, an interesting fact, 70% of all internet employees were in a marching band. And it's very exciting. Here behind me, of course, are the famous dogs that started the phrase, "Who let the dogs out?"
Oh, Jim.
So,
our
the real
favorite
question,
song.
here we have so many people, most of them runaways. We have a man right over here whose daughter was in the parade. Now, was your daughter in the parade?
Yes, my daughter Tamara.
How do you think she did?
Oh, I think she enjoyed herself. What a day. What a spectacle.
Now, was her performance good?
Oh, it's excellent. It's a Science Hill High School band from Johnson City, Tennessee.
Tennessee. How about them apples, huh? Oh, holy cow. Hey, there was something. All right. Very interesting. Some marching army people. It's good to know they're supporting the American Army. A lot of people here. Happy. Are you guys excited about Thanksgiving? Jim, Christine, it is estimated that 70% of this crowd will have the flu tomorrow. So that's something that they're looking forward to. It's very exciting
Jim,
here.
Again,
the dogs are barking. Let's interview this man. Sir, how are you enjoying the parade?
Fantastic. Actually, I came all the way from Chicago.
From Chicago.
This parade, I always wanted to see this.
That is the Windy City.
Yeah, that's what they call it.
it's not too windy.
How would you rank this parade versus other parades?
Oh, I think this has to be the top number ones, basically.
What was your favorite float?
The favorite float, oh my goodness, I don't know. They're all the best. They're all pretty good.
They're all pretty good. You heard. Now Bullwinkle, if we can go to Bullwinkle, an interesting fact about Bullwinkle, there has been some discussion that Bullwinkle will be, he and Rocky are going to be breaking up. The partnership they've had for over 50 years is going to be disintegrating. That is not true. I've just been informed that they are back and formed. Here we see some of the marchers, of course, wearing some very exciting outfits.
This is why you came to New York, isn't it, Jim?
What's so special about this parade is that it's really a special engagement.
You know, he doesn't hear me.
That is what's happening down here in Times Square. Let's go back up to you guys. There is more of the CBS All-American Thanksgiving Parade coming right up. Yeah!
CBS Tonight. Give thanks. Have faith. Music sensation Faith Hill stars in her first network special effort.
Thank you so much.
With guest Tim McGraw. Faith, a concert event.
It'll be a feast for your ears.
Then, it's a music spectacular 75 years in the making. Join Garth, Dolly, Vince, Travis, Reba, and all your favorites. The Grand Ole Opry 75th, a celebration after Faith.
CBS Thanksgiving night. It's all right here.
Nick Jr.'s on CBS so your kids can watch with you.
And all your Nick Jr. friends will be there too. Nick Jr.'s on what we do.
Because it's also on CBS.
Just for me.
Weekends on CBS. And watch Nick Jr. weekdays on Nickelodeon.
Touched by an Angel. Sundays on CBS. It's all here.
In 1957, watchmaker Bert Oakwin started Oakwin Hart Jewelers.
He loved to come to work. He loved to work on watches, and he loved to make people feel special.
In 1972, Tommy Oakwin and his brother took over their father's store. Today, a third generation is joining the family business, continuing the Oakwin Hart tradition.
We have a group of people that we've assembled that we really feel are the best at what they do.
Oakland Hart's master craftsmen custom design and build most of the jewelry sold in their showroom. Tommy Oakland hand-picks the best stones available, providing generations of loyal customers with top quality at the best value possible.
We design them, put them together, and then be able to show the people of New Orleans something very, very special. Something different than something you can just buy. Something that was created here.
We're Louisiana made, Louisiana proud at Oakland Hart Jewelers and WWL-TV Channel 4.
Straight from Sydney, from sleeping in a car to gold medal glory. I know you all don't even say good luck. You say...
Go to your destiny.
Go to your destiny. Extraordinary families. Next Oprah.
Today at 3 on Channel 4.
Meet our kids on The Next Generation tonight on Channel 4.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I'm Christine Baranski, along with Jim Nance, and we are having the best time celebrating the holiday on CBS all over the nation.
Listen, we are having the best time.
Yeah, really.
Nothing against our colleagues in Detroit or Nashville or out in Hawaii. We've got the best one.
We
got the best
have the
seat.
best parade.
All right, we're not
Yeah.
bragging. It is a great day, and to me, Thanksgiving always starts with a parade, and of course, the other special part, besides football, that is
Yes,
the
exactly.
Thanksgiving dinner. Where are you going to have yours, by the way, today?
Actually, my family came in from Buffalo, and we're going to a beautiful restaurant down in Greenwich Village together. I can't wait. Later this evening. How about you, Jim?
I'm going to go down to the Jersey Shore, be down there with my in-laws, so happy Thanksgiving. I look forward to being with all of you a little bit later on, but let's not start carving that turkey quite yet because we have more fun down in Nashville.
Right.
So let's go to the Opryland Aqua Parade. Toby Keith and Miss USA, Lynette Cole.
Happy Thanksgiving and welcome back to the Opryland Aqua Parade. I'm Toby Keith along with Miss USA 2000, Lynette Cole.
Here in Nashville, they love their Tennessee Titans, who made it all the way to the Super Bowl.
Right here on the Delta, presented by Chevrolet, the Tennessee Titans cheerleaders arriving in a snazzy 2001 Camaro convertible. Coming down the river now is our serenade to a snowman, which is being delivered by UPS at the speed of Christmas. And aboard is Brie of Hearts, Katie, Desiree, and Blair.
Copper tone tan and a muscle shirt. A pair of red jeans coming home from work. Odds are pretty good, even stopping at the Texaco. She was standing there in her pretty pink dress by a Pepsi sign and said 99 cents. Put her lipstick on when she heard his radio. Comes down to just one moment. No way you can control it. Somehow your heart will know the place and time. Totally unexpected. Planet won't be affected. But when the stars all line up right, it won't change your world, but it just might change your life. Just might change your life. Just might change your life. That's right. Watch out, boys. There's more of our exciting CBS Thanksgiving celebration here in Nashville.
For the first time visit to the Aqua Parade from the legendary hero who on one foggy Christmas Eve, guided Santa's sleigh. You want to hear?
If you mention the red nose, Toby, you'll give it away.
He might have a heart that's 2 sizes too small, but you can't blame the Grinch for wanting them all. This holiday, make your own little Who's their favorite eats. Kellogg's Rice Krispies Holiday Treats, now with red and green ornaments and trees.
What should you do if you're having a heart attack? First, call an ambulance, then take Bear aspirin. Now Bear may help stop you from dying when taken during a heart attack. Talk to your doctor now. Bear, take it for pain, take it for life.
It's the one day you've been training for all year. Because you know this is more than just a game.
Ladies, let's not forget who we're doing this for.
This is toy shopping. It's the Thanksgiving Friday sale at Toys R Us. Doors open at 6 a.m. Get Monopoly for only $4.99 till 11 a.m. And get great deals all weekend long. Only at Toys R Us.
Brookie. Don't get that, Frank.
Hello? Baxter!
Meow, 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 meow.
Only Meowmix Seafood Middles has the seafood flavors cats crave with a crunch they can't resist. It tastes so good. Cats ask for it by name. Meowmix brand cat food in original and crunchy seafood middles.
You're hot.
Excuse me?
How about a V8 Splash to cool you down?
No, thanks.
I know what you're thinking. Oh, V8, it must be rich and tomatoey. But in fact, V8 Splash is refreshing and fruity.
It is fruity.
See what happens when you make judgments based on outward appearance? Now, how about your phone number?
No.
I thought we learned a lesson here.
Fruity V8 Splash, a very different V8, now in new diet.
Welcome back to Thanksgiving on CBS and to Nashville's exciting new holiday tradition, the Aqua Parade. I'm Lynette Cole.
And I'm Toby Keith, having a ball here on the Delta and holding my breath like a little kid waiting on an early visit from Santa Claus.
But this year there's more than just Santa, Toby. There's Santa now coming down the river with his 8 reindeer.
Now, hold on, Lynette. I've been counting and there's a 9th reindeer.
Sure, I'd know that red nose anywhere. It's Rudolph paying his very first visit to the Aqua Parade on this float sponsored by Coca-Cola.
You know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose. And if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight, tonight? Won't you guide my sleigh? Then how the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in
Well, the first Thanksgiving Aqua Parade of the new millennium is floating down the river with Santa and Rudolph. What fun to be enjoying it right here with Toby Keith.
For me, sharing the holiday with you, Lynette, is a real treat, and I can't let this day go without wishing my family a happy Thanksgiving. Hi, Crystal, Shelley, and Stephen.
And let me send my Thanksgiving love and kisses to my parents, Larry and Gail Cole. But tell me, Toby, where are you eating your Thanksgiving turkey?
I will be on my ranch in Norman, Oklahoma. How about you?
Well, I'm going to be right here in Columbia, Tennessee with my family.
Sounds great. Have a wonderful holiday, Lynette.
Thank you. You too, Toby.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Let the giving begin with 15 to 50% off store-wide and a free Disney Snow Globe at the JCPenney After Thanksgiving Sale. Sale starts Friday, 7 a.m. It's all inside. Better arrive early. JCPenney.
Duracell Ultra introduces their most powerful battery ever. With the advanced performance of new M3 technology, it's the most powerful alkaline battery in the world.
You'll love new and improved Ziploc Easy Zipper.
It's so easy to fall in love. It seems so easy. It's a doggone easy.
With regular bags, you pinch and seal and hope it's closed. But now you can easy zipper it and know it's closed. New and improved Ziploc Easy Zipper. Easy opens, easy close. Easy Zipper. S.C. Johnson & Family Company.
I know what he's thinking.
How long is this gonna take?
There he goes. Mini pizza?
Well, as long as I'm here.
Smoked sausage?
Just a taste.
Salsa?
Fiesta time.
Because life's full of surprises, some pleasant, some not so pleasant, there's Pepcid AC. And unlike Tums, Pepcid AC works on heartburn anytime, before, during, or even after the start of heartburn.
Mini pizzas.
Today should be heartburn-free with Pepcid AC.
It's Bear in the Big Blue House new Love to Dance Bear. He sings. He dances. And keeps them laughing.
The bear cha-cha-cha.
New Love to Dance Bear.
Cha-cha-cha.
The color of the Opryland Aqua Parade in Nashville as CBS celebrates Thanksgiving around the nation. This portion of the CBS All-American Thanksgiving Parade is sponsored by JCPenney. It's all inside. Unwrap the magic at JCPenney, storescatalog.com. And by Pepcid AC. Today should be heartburn-free with Pepcid AC. And by the new Love to Dance Bear. He sings, dances, and keeps kids laughing. By new and improved Ziploc Easy Zipper. Easy open, easy close, easy zipper. In a moment, we'll be back with our hosts, TV and movie star Christine Baranski and sportscaster Jim Nance, plus some very important people.
Share your many gifts. JCPenney.
The signs of aging are written all over your face. Neutrogena Healthy Skin Anti-Wrinkle Cream is clinically proven to start visibly reducing them in only 1 week. Neutrogena Healthy Skin Anti-Wrinkle Cream. Recommended #1 by dermatologists.
Now on video, they had a plan.
It's a time machine. Chickens go in, pies come out.
But they had a plan of their own.
We're escaping.
And now, they're flying the coop. Chicken Run, now on video for you to own, rated G.
Celebrate, celebrate.
Ask your doctor if Celebrex is right for you.
Celebrate, celebrate.
I got a taste for cookies.
Break, break, break. Break and bake. Toll House cookies.
Like magic, Square's baking around Nestle Toll House cookies.
Break and bake. Toll House cookies.
Available in brownies, too.
What a marvelous start to this all-American holiday. I'm Christine Baranski, and it's been so much fun sharing this great celebration with my CBS kin and the wise and witty sportscaster Jim Nance and my buddy Jim Gaffigan.
Well, thank you, Cousin Christine. It's been my pleasure, just as it will continue to be when I watch you as an irresistibly outrageous TV executive on your new CBS hit, Welcome to New York. Folks, don't forget it's Wednesday night. You got to see this.
And of course, the parade may have passed us by, but the holiday is really just kicking off, if I may borrow that expression, Jim.
Yes, you may. It's yours for the day, Christine. And my day is going to be filled with a bit of football coming up, in fact, in just a few minutes, and a whole lot of time with my family, my wife, Lori, my little munchkin here, Caroline. Happy Thanksgiving, girls.
And while I'm borrowing expressions, Jim, here are the MVPs I'll be spending my day with. My husband, Matthew Coles, and my daughter, Lily Coles, and her friend, Eliza Consolving, who's joining us in New York this weekend.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy
Caroline, happy Thanksgiving to you.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Love is in the air.
I'm getting married.
It's in the classroom. Does love exist?
I don't know.
So how do you make love last?
Sacrifice.
Sacrifice. Sex. It's a mystery Lydia DeLuca will try to solve.
I am not going to be alone.
An all-new That's Life, CBS Saturday.
CBS Sunday. If you believe in stopping hate crimes, if you believe in the power of love,
What does it have to do with me?
this is an all-new Touched by an Angel you can't miss. Then, Della Reese is a preacher's wife who lost her husband, her home, and everything she loves. Now, with the help of the town,
You just can't kick Sophia out of her house.
she'll try to regain her faith.
I will not be pushed aside like some old furniture.
Della Reese, Rue McClanahan, the moving of... Join Garth, don't leave...